So like, hey, if you didn't download your own, shame on you. We warned you.
I think we have seen most of these Pokemon make an appearance on stream. I have to say, Smeargle at 18% is pretty darn high. Like, Smeargle stocks, I feel like, rose up so quickly, and it obviously was winning on so many different teams, and I thought it would, I don't know, I actually thought it would fall out of Worlds a little bit, but here we saw it just win on stream, and it just turns out this is a really darn good Pokemon even 10 years later, post-Dark Void nerf.
Yeah, I think easily the biggest surge of any unrestricted Pokemon in the back.
All right, chat, let me know what's up. Can you hear me?
I think it's really cool. I'm not quite ready to forget
Hello, Seto Kaiba. I will call you that.
I don't think we can
Hello. Let me know how the audio is. I can turn off their volume at any time, but you can hear me. Cool. Let me know how it is when I have them on too. I want to know if it's like intelligible or not. Like what's the vibe?
Especially nowadays where between Rillaboom and
hello Nized, hello Rolando, hello Unheard Tuna, hello Late Away, hello Gak Attack, hello Ramo, hello Psychoplasm.
It's a shame that Alchemy never really made it in.
Hello everyone, hello Shibs, hello Golden Nocturne, hello Jaholo, hello Michael, hello Barry. So we're watching the Pokemon World Championship. I have a list of, I guess, interesting players to watch out for in the bottom right. You can let me know if there's any name you want there to be tracked. But right now, that is the list. So let's go ahead and take a look at some of the more interesting as we tune in. So you'll notice Wolf Glick is 2-2. So he lost against Raghav, who is really, really good. And he lost against Jan Sim, who's, again, a really good player. I think Jan Sim is actually a Smogon criminal. I think he's banned on Smogon. Just permanently banned for being a little bit too naughty. Anyway, he's permanently banned from Smogon, making a name for himself in VGC, though. So he beat Wolfie. So Wolfie is 2-2. He's one loss away from just being gone. So that's something to watch out for. We'll see if he gets on stream at some point. Michael is 3-1. I was tuning into his stream earlier. He lost to Marco Silva, which was obviously a good player. Bring these guys back.
It's pretty darn good.
Yeah, I feel like that's like the worst possible situation. I was kind of watching like, dude, why did you even bring this Pokemon? I learned.
Yeah, so we're just waiting for the next game to start. Actually, no, this is like, they have a side stream too. So this is like their second stream that they have for like the other games. Yeah, they're just waiting right now. Okay, we'll go back here. But yeah. So Matt, we cannot see the team, like they haven't published the teams yet. However, if we have anyone on the ground who knows what people are running, let me know and I'll update the bottom right with the teams that they have, like the two legendary Pokemon they've picked. So if anyone is on the ground at the tournament right now and knows, for example, Wolf is bringing, these two legendaries, or Michael Derbest is bringing these two legendaries, let me know so we can update the legendary thing on the bottom right. I do watch Atrioc, yeah. How do you feel about the pick rates? So the pick rates are about what I expected. Just a lot of Miraidon, Caloric Shadow, all the stuff you'd expect, right? I don't think there's anything too out of the ordinary.
I think you have to do it a lot more.
Right.
I think I would have liked that part of it, but what I wouldn't have liked is like, oh well, there's a solution where if I get these 4
I think
turns correct,
Michael was running Caloric Shadow Zamazenta, right?
We've seen so many game 3s already where one read kind of decided it, and hey, you hit that read great, and God, nothing feels better than that. But also, if you can avoid having to make
you even see that
entirely, that's even better. And
I don't know if you can see that.
Watching players try to find the best solutions been really exciting and insightful.
Totally, yeah. And
I'll just shorten him, Michael.
The dual restricted formats, I feel like so much even scarier.
Marco is also Zama.
It does often feel like one big turn is the difference, and we saw that in the.
Okay, let me know. We can update this as we get more people in.
Like,
yeah, let's.
Turn 1,
Okay.
Whoever came out of turn 1.
Oh, Caloric. That's a better abbreviation.
Was able to often just end up winning the game off that, right? And so, it's so stressful. Like I don't know, and you only have 45.
You're there with a team full of Shedninja and Shuckles.
This is World,
okay.
and there's just so much more on the line.
Yeah, I think, and again, you always talk about the importance of these early rounds of Swiss, right? Like, well, you know,
Calric Shadow. We're seeing some Groudon. So they talked about it earlier. Groudon is at 7%.
Such a stressful format,
but
such a skill-oriented format, such a prediction-oriented format. You pick those
yeah,
losses up early,
I was watching an earlier game with Paul Ruiz and Eric Rios, and they actually were running only one legendary in a couple of the games, which was pretty funny.
I think more than ever, you know,
Yeah, Groudon and Kyogre, yeah.
They really did well for themselves. Not only have maybe they got like halfway there on the wins, but also keeping that loss column small early is critical this year.
I agree, yeah, and it also helps your mental game.
Are you guys on screen? The chat should be on screen, but you're not. Okay, let me fix that.
Do or die, kind of this elimination period. I as a player personally, I think it really.
You guys should be on stream.
So, especially in a tournament as grueling as this, it's so stressful. But I will remind you, Luca Ceribelli, I believe, was 3-2.
Oh, you guys are all.
The
text is black. It should be white. Hold on.
To win the world championship, so it's doable.
Give me a second.
But it is not easy.
Hey, you just be the very best, right?
Yeah,
but yeah, I mean, I think it just if only it was that easy. Right?
Okay, I think I should be fixing it now.
Props to him, and I think that'll be one thing that's really fun is we do get the point where more of like kind of like the.
Oh, you guys try typing something in chat. I want to see if I fix the font issue. Try typing something real quick.
I know they can do it, but also I could be the one to stop them. And I think, you know, not every player gets to win the world championship.
Yeah, so we're just waiting for the next game. Font issue, yeah.
Get momentum from this tournament to go into the next season. Hey, you know, you eliminate a really great player. I mean, that's something like, all right, you're like, I know, like, I did.
Okay, there we go. There we go. You guys are back. Okay. Hello, everyone. Yep. Okay, we're back. We're back. We're back.
Yeah, absolutely. And to me, every new Worlds does feel like the most difficult Worlds ever. I think this one in particular, with the dual restricted format, it just feels that much harder because not only are you
okay, cool. We're back. We're back.
Players,
I'm gonna mute them for a little bit here. Okay, yeah. So has anything interesting happened so far? Right now we're in between games, so we're waiting for round 5. But interestingly, Wolf is 2-2, so he's 1 game away from elimination. Shibs, thank you for the chat. Can we get a W Shibs? Dude, I haven't had W since the Slimesicle streams. But can we get a W Shibs? We matched at Ranbats. I remember we said hi. I remember that Hippowdon game. You had the Mew, right? Daily random battles might be coming back, might not be. What is Slimesicle's record at the world? Dude, imagine, I'm trying to get Slimesicle to go to like an actual Pokemon tournament. I don't know if he's down for it, but no, he's not at this tournament. No. Luca, oh, let me check. Hold on, let me check where Luca is right now. We can check. Where's Luca? Luca, what's his last name? Oh, he's 3-1 right now. He's 3-1. Okay, that's not bad. We don't know what Team Wolf is running, but if anybody's on the ground and does know, let me know and I'll update the bottom right.
But right now, even though those 2 restricted pairings that we saw earlier make up 50% of the field,
I'm excited for my video about the Point Crow tournament. I'm really excited about it.
Yeah, I think especially the expertise of a lot of the players.
Bro, they're just. When's round 5? What are we waiting for? They've been talking for a long time now. I think they're just waiting for round 5. Yeah. Okay, but I think. His matches, okay, that's true. His matches have been taking longer than others, so he might be running Parrish, or also he's just being put to game 3 many times in a row. That could also be true. I don't think you can draw a conclusion. Wolf is using Lunala Koraidon. Okay, how confirmed is that? If it's confirmed, I can put it in the the chat box. But if it's like just a rumor, I don't want to put it there to like spread like wrong information. But if it's confirmed, I'll put it down there. Lunala Koraidon. That's interesting. Okay. Not confirmed at all. Okay. Yeah, we'll hold off for now. No updates on Reddit or Twitter. I can probably ask on Discord. If I know someone there. Pokemon moves a second typing as a gimmick. You mean like flying press? I mean, it's kind of boring. I wasn't too interested by it.
This point,
ready, and that's what makes Worlds.
Yeah, okay. When do I mean, we're in between games right now. What I don't want to do is I don't want to go and like recap a game and we miss the live game, right? I don't want to do that. But anyway, I think usually, so from my experience at tournaments, right, you can't start a round until every game from the previous round is finished. So if there's even one series that's taking a long time, you have to wait for it. It gets delayed. I think that's what happened here, is my guess. Shohei Kimura is out. I did not see that. Let me check. Oh, he's 1-3 dropped. Oh, that's a big drop, yeah. Shohei Kimura is out. 1-3.
Still, people are generally not playing VGC like full time, and so I think like mentally adjusting to that can be really tough, right? Like I played on stream before, I'm like, oh my goodness, like I'm not prepared for this, and suddenly it's really scary. And I think
I don't think Ray Rizzo is playing this year. I don't think so. We can check though.
I mean, I can barely even imagine. I played on stream once. It was the Nico.
No, he's not playing. No.
Worlds, like, I don't know how many viewers they have. Certainly none of the people watching it ever heard of my opponent or I. We're just sitting there doing our best with our boring mirror match in round 1 of Worlds. And even that, I was like, oh man, it's a little extra pressure, right? Like, oh, it sure would be embarrassing if I made some errors here. Versus now, you got a big stadium watching you. You got, jerks like us.
Wait, do you think notable eliminated is too rude? I feel like maybe it's too rude. Like people will feel bad. I'll get rid of that section.
Has been so good despite all those pressures.
People might feel bad.
I really do admire the players because it's not easy, right? And we always we try our best to make it sound like it is, right? But we know how tough it is out there.
Yeah, and it's like I think Worlds in particular, you pour your heart and soul into. You work so hard to qualify, and then you spend months preparing, and it's like as
Slimesicle is currently 4-0 at the World Championship.
Really heartbreaking to invest so much time, but that is the beauty, like you said, of competition. But we are just about ready to get to round 5.
Okay,
so
we're about to start. We're about to start. Okay.
And we're gonna throw it down to the casters.
Okay. We're almost ready. There we go.
We're here! Yeah! For the World Championships. But did you hear about the slowpoke that only knew 25 letters of the alphabet?
I didn't.
He didn't know why.
I actually don't know these people.
The World Championships. Don't you worry, that's not the last of those jokes you're going to hear this weekend.
We've only traveled
I actually don't know who these commentators are. That's interesting.
Yeah,
and this is where we're starting out here, Charlie.
A 10-hour flight of non-stop gags.
8 out of 10, though.
No. I should do that. I should just add.
Well, that's what you'd rank that joke. But what about the rankings of the players out there in the venue? Let's take a look how they're doing. Justin Tang, of course, someone who broke out onto the scene in 2023.
Okay, there we go.
At 4-0 so far.
And a little bit of a sneaky peek.
Okay, there we go. There we go. Slimesicle.
Prediction Groudon is something that Justin locked in, so I'm feeling quite vindicated right now.
Fair enough. Apart from the fact that Koga will win. Yuma Kinagawa in 4th place.
Oh, Jude Lee is playing from Singapore. That guy's a menace.
My goodness, Victor Medina.
Okay, he's 4-0.
All of these names. I mean, it doesn't get better than this, does it? This is.
I'm not familiar with the Japanese names, so I don't know if they're good or not. A lot of the Asian circuit, I'm not familiar with at all.
Making it out on top, where Scott and Aaron were just talking about how difficult this World Championships is, where you've got so many players, you've got the cream of the crop from the season. Not only did you have to either
chat, can we get some W's for James Bake? He was part of the Nuzlocke Invitational, like he was involved with it. I think with Ludwig's, with Drew's camp, I think he was just prepping. So that was pretty cool.
All the way through. Well, either way, you've still got to do that.
Do we know James Bake's team? I don't know James's team, no.
You couldn't ask for more.
And let's see which of these.
I mean, if Ray started competing, I would hope. I think he'd be top end. Yeah, why not?
The very best. Shoma Unami,
yeah. Slimesicle 4-0. Huh?
But before we tell you more about that, let's just take a look at some of these other names here. Giovanni Siske, of course, someone who has had incredible grassroots results.
Yeah, he was with Beast Coast too. Yeah, he's chill. Yeah, for sure.
Especially like playing the same team throughout and getting comfortable at the top level with exactly what you're.
Oh, he did make. Yeah, I watched one of his analysis videos. It was like Alana versus somebody. I was watching his videos. Yeah.
Ko Sukade, another player that does that, and Ko versus Yuma is a game that I would absolutely love to be able to see.
Absolutely. Of course, we just saw Yuma on stream then, but Ko versus Yuma, just keep your.
Yeah, I'm very unfamiliar with the Japanese circuit, but I know Alex Underhill's pretty good. Raghav is good. Justin Tang's good. Like a lot of these players are just good.
Someone who's really made a name for themselves in the online tournaments as well as in the
Choice Scarf Gumshoes?
So like 3 grand challenges.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. He was the only person to run with Ludwig because I remember like Drew had to go to sleep when Ludwig wanted to prep. So it was like, okay, just play with James. I remember that.
To be able to operate clearly in both open team sheets and closed team sheets. They take a really different mindset. So really love to see that. And against Sebastian as well, who's had a fantastic season this year and really
I don't know if they're friends or not. Are they like acquaintances probably?
A really great effect.
No, the format is different. The format right now is
but of course, yes.
the format right now is double restricted. You're allowed to have 2 restricted legendaries. You're allowed to have 2 restricted legendaries.
15 world. Now, Yoshitaka Izawa reached the top 32 at the Japan Championships this year, but Ben, a little bit of a spicy restricted Pokemon on here, don't we? It's flaming hot, you could say.
I mean, we had a little look at those usage charts just a moment ago. If you didn't see them, well, there's one of those restricted.
I am planning on going to tournaments for the 2026 season. I didn't play at all in 25. I wanted to, but I got busy. It's such an effort to have to go to tournaments and travel. I was too busy to go. But I'm planning 2026. Atrioc video recommended W. What? This is like the second Atrioc mention. Is there something going on with him right now? Dude, it's kind of like I don't like to do things unless I can like lock in and like really prepare. But at this stage in my life, preparing for Pokemon tournaments is not something I want to spend hours a day on. So if I go to a tournament, I wouldn't feel good. I would go there like not prepared. I don't know if I like it. I don't know if I would like it. I used to play chess back in the day, like when I was a kid. Then I quit. And then when Gotham Chess started popping off, I'm like, oh, if you hover the next video button, it shows an Atrioc video. That's funny. So when Gotham Chess started popping off, I started playing chess again, and I thought about going to a tournament at one point, but I was like, nah, never mind. There are a few Atrioc clip channels that are posting his old React videos. Oh, I get the notification for that because I get like the notification. Do you want to copy strike it? And I'm like, okay, let me look at what's going on, and it's like, oh, it's just a React video. I'm like, whatever, okay. Oh, wait, we have it.
Trainers, you get no
okay, we have a game going on.
You get our respect, so congratulations.
Ho-Oh, Koraidon, Calrix, Koraidon, okay. There's an Iron Treads, anti-Maridon stuff, okay.
The little item choices make all the difference. We've got a clear amulet on one, but not on the other.
Yeah, so like massive difference in how these teams play. And looking at the team that Shoma's run, it's a team
let me know how the volume is, right? Is their commentary the same volume as me? Is their commentary the same volume as me?
Zamazenta core that we're so used to seeing. Here it is up on screen as our players get ready to lock in their Pokemon for game 1. And yeah,
I'm louder? Okay, should I be louder or should I be the same?
Usually fast Life Orb Raging Bolt,
significantly louder.
All out offensive in the sun. Life Orb plus Protosynthesis really stacking it up. And if you want to stack it up,
you're louder, but you like it that way. Okay.
GU, holding the Choice Scarf, trying to be that little
keep as
bit
is.
faster.
Okay.
But hey, sometimes you need to end game. You've got the Calyrex as well there, with the Trick Room mode and Incineroar, and sometimes, yeah, those Assault Vest Incineroars, they get to run that a little bit more offensively.
Okay. Scarf GU, AV Incineroar, okay.
Take advantage of this Trick Room.
Yeah, and they all take advantage of the sun as well. Less so the Calyrex Ice Rider, but then you have the Terra Fire there, so that you...
Yeah, like Leech Seed Calyrex is actually meta, surprisingly. Like a lot of people were using it, and you don't even understand it, but then when it starts Leech Seeding you, you're like, oh shit, this is actually good. 3 losses and you're out. 3 losses and you're out.
And let's see if it's going to be the one that will take Shoma all the way to victory.
I will say it's really quite difficult to play. I've given it a go myself, and yeah, really quite difficult to position.
Okay.
Let's see if Shoma can do it. On the other side, Yoshitaka there with the Ho-Oh, and I'm so excited
Skyman.
to see this here at the World Championships with a Terra Water. But I love this adaptation of Koraidon. Yeah. A lot of them
the judge's mustache,
the flame charge to try and get the speed boost. But Yoshitaka taking a different approach to get that speed boost with the scale shot and the loaded dice, and that's a really important for the Miraidon matchup.
They're both 4-0, I believe. I believe they're both 4-0.
Room to breathe in this kind of composition.
Yeah, Generation 2 fans rejoice. We got Ho on stream. Ben, you a Generation 2 fan?
Yeah.
I don't like the hesitation there, Ben. It's absolutely my favorite. Fans of Pokemon Gold, you can rejoice even more with that Ho-Oh there. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Wait, Charlie.
Okay,
We've just had confirmation.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
This is
No.
the
You
only
progress to
Ho-Oh
day 2 if you
on
have like
the
a
field
6-2
today.
record.
This is the
Oh, yeah,
only
wait, let's
Yoshitaka is the
update
only
Simesicle?
person that locked in a Ho-Oh.
Yeah, and he's
Simesicle
going to be
5-0?
shuffling all the way, hopefully to victory.
Yeah, 6-2 for day
Best
2.
of luck to Yoshitaka.
Yeah,
Best
yeah,
of
yeah.
luck to Shoma here. Fascinating as well to see this Koraidon mirror, the scale shot. Is going to be really massive here because, of course, it's not every day that Koraidon is actually running a Dragon-type move. So to be able to put Shoma under the
I
thumb a
think
little bit,
Pokegame
force out
ran
that
Ho-Oh back
Terrifier,
in
and
the
then
back a
maybe,
couple
you
of
know,
months
Iron
ago,
Treads
right?
takes advantage of that with
Ho-Oh
the high
Miraidon?
horsepower. Really fascinating mind games.
You also wonder if the scale shot, if Shoma goes for the Terrifier, is enough to pick up the KO with 4, even 5 hits on there, and you never know because the Koraidons could be the same speed as like which one's trained faster. If it's Yoshitaka's, maybe that's the one that's going to have the
What is he
going
gonna
to
sack the featured modding?
Incineroar can
Dude,
go a long,
I wish
long
Iron
way
Valiant
here
was
for
good at
Shoma. Because
VGC.
the drawback of
It's
not running
good.
clear
It's like
angle
not
and
great.
instead
It's
the
like
loaded dice
okay.
on your Koraidon is that
It
your
made
bubble
finals
throws
last year.
Intimidate
but-
drops. And so, you know, it stacks, doesn't it? Even if scale shot hits.
No. I ran in Regulation C like 2 years ago. I ran Aqua Jet Dragonite too. The idea is that there's a lot of ghost Pokemon for your extreme speed doesn't hit. You want priority. So in particular, I believe Aqua Jet and Sucker Punch from Chien Pao combined for a KO on Fluttermane. I think I don't remember now. There's some calculation like that. I remember running Aqua Jet Dragonite back in the day.
Ice Rider, but if Sacred Fire goes for the gets the burn in that turn, could be game.
It's all about physical offense trainers. It's all about the sun, and it's all about Swiss Round 5
Okay,
here at Anaheim.
Ho-Oh,
2025.
Fluttermane.
That's the Ho, and it's the
Koraidon,
shiny
so both
variant,
are
Shiny
Focus
Hunters
Sash.
Rejoice,
Fluttermanes are both
alongside
Focus
Fluttermane and
Sash.
Koraidon and Fluttermane, and that Koraidon is about to set up the sun for both of Yoshitaka's Pokemon.
Yeah, Yoshitaka's already taking advantage of what Shoma wants to do here, but both players really do want Sun on the field.
Dude,
And
I
you kinda
hate
take the gamble.
that there's
Well,
no
one of us
spectator
is gonna
mode.
set
You
up
have
Sun
whenever there's a
eventually,
foreign
so that may
language
as well
game,
be
you
my
just have to
opponent
look at
for
the
me.
foreign
And
language.
getting
There
the
is no
Ho-Oh in
spectator
there
mode. I hate
really
it so
nice
much.
and early. Now, the Ho-Oh with a clear amulet
Like,
doesn't
I don't
mind
know what the
about
moves
anything
are.
like the
Like
Icy
Flame
Wind on the
Charge,
Fluttermane,
Flare
and
Blitz,
certainly
Collision
won't take
Course,
too much
Moonblast,
damage. So
Shadow Ball,
Ho-Oh in
Icy Wind,
prime
Taunt, I think.
position to start putting damage on the board here. More importantly,
I
think
hate that
the
they don't have a
Sacred Fire in
spectator
the
mode.
Sun easily going to be enough to take Fluttermane down to the Focus Sash. Probably one of the only Pokemon in the format that can then knock it out through the Focus Sash with the burn.
Yeah, exactly. It'll be fascinating if that burn chance did come through, and it's a good chance. 50% chance of a burn from that Sacred Fire, and that is, of course, why Ho-Oh is the undisputed GOAT, and I don't know why we haven't been seeing more of it in Regulation Set I so far. Lugia, where are you? But Ho-Oh at least is here. The only one on the field, as a reminder, trainers. Let's see what these trainers are able to afford here, as Fluttermane just scouts out. It's going for that Protect, not going to take any damage. So is Koraidon. Do we have a third Protect on the Bingo Tuck card? Show it to us.
I don't think we do.
Just the targeted move.
No, well, when you're playing, the game shows up in your language, right? But we're viewing it from the point of view of the other guy, is why. Yeah, it's only available in finals. I think it's like an untested variant, is why.
Turn, Yoshitaka takes an early advantage.
You got two options there with the Ho-Oh as well. You can go for the Tailwinds and
Sacred
try not
Fire
to play
Burn.
those speed games,
That's kind of
or
annoying.
you know
Sacred
that the
Fire
Ho-Oh is
Burn
pretty
into
safe,
Focus
so
Sash.
why not lock in an attack, especially when the Fluttermane on Shoma's side doesn't actually carry Protect? Like, why would you not just try to remove it from play? Then you've got your own Fluttermane with the Photosynthesis boost. That's going to be the fastest Pokemon out there, and it's putting so much pressure on. And I think one of the things in the back with the Raging Bolt carrying the Life Orb is that these Raging Bolts usually are carrying quite a bit of bulk, but these Life Orb ones tend to be fast
50% burn or 5% miss.
Having a Fluttermane,
depends on who's using it. If I'm using it, that 5% is more
in
common.
those kind of situations.
You have been playing competitive Pokemon since what?
They don't use
2010,
rental.
and
it's a long
Actually,
time.
I think they do use rental codes for stream setup. Yeah.
It's better to have
I don't
more
know.
Pokemon than free sometimes.
Wow, Ben. Wow, you're going to have to tell me more about that after this game, because Calyrex Ice Rider has just joined the fray here. Potentially really vulnerable to an incoming Sacred Fire from Ho-Oh, but let's see. Heading into the next turn, just what Calyrex is able to achieve. Of course, you've got the Terrifier there, so you can keep yourself a little bit safer.
I believe they're all
It's really
playing on the
important to
Switch
burn as
too.
well,
I think
but
the
actually,
stream is
with
Switch
the
too.
Koraidon
Yeah.
just going for the Protect
It's too
as well.
restricted, yeah.
Both of these Pokemon are really pulling for the Terra choice. This is one of the downfalls sometimes of this team composition that Shoma's running. Do you go Terra Fire on the Koraidon so you don't get knocked out straight away by a Moonblast? Or do you go Terra Fire on the Calyrex so you don't take super effective damage from a Sacred Fire and maybe get burned?
Yeah, you're so right. The Koraidon has been so vulnerable since the start of this game. So how is Shoma going to play it? Of course, you have the Raging Bolt in the back, which is also going to take super effective damage from a Moonblast.
Yeah.
Going to be time to pull that Terra button, trainers. Going to be getting all sparkly on Shoma's Koraidon, going for its Terra Fire, and I don't even want to think about all of the stacks this Koraidon has now. Terra Fire in the sun, and you've got the Clear Amulet to reduce those attack drops. The Moonblast instead targeted into the Calyrex.
Okay.
On Shoma's side, that special attack
The
drop does
Calyrex
not matter.
didn't
That's
Terra.
physical attackers, trainers. Now, the Flare Blitz into Ho-Oh, just for, well, you know, chip damage, about a quarter of its HP. Oh no, sorry, Flame Charge there, boosting the speed up as well. Crucial
Yeah, just doubled into there.
That connects into the Calyrex Ice Rider, just gonna be that big a one-hit KO.
Yeah, I'm not sure if that was an over prediction or not.
I've lost my words here. Yoshitaka really taking the advantage, pressing the ability for that
Yeah,
Ho-Oh to be able
it's
to
hard to
take
understand
so
what's
many
going on.
attacks
Here's what
from
I'm going to do.
Shoma's side, and Shoma
I'm going to mute them. I'm going to put some background music on, but I think the main thing is it's hard for me to concentrate when they're also speaking and I'm trying to figure out Japanese too. So they just went after Calyrex. I don't know what the Calyrex Terra was though. I feel like they could have gone for like a more tournament vibe. Hold on, let me get music going. Pokemon battle music. I have this 1 hour video I just keep playing on repeat whenever I need music. Hold on. It's like a YouTube video. But I can't find it now. It was like copyright free and everything. Hold on. Yeah, Thunderbolt is 10 million volts in Japanese. Oh yeah, you can see the 10 there. That's funny. I didn't save it to a playlist. I just literally Google it every time. Hold on. Whatever, we'll use a new one. That's loud. Okay, that hopefully fixed it. Okay. Okay, now, I'm sorry. Now we can finally get back to the actual game. Okay, now we can finally get back to the actual game. Okay. Yeah, the volume's fine. Okay, cool. Let's get back to the actual game. Honestly, I died so hard. I don't know what's going on in Japanese. Last move is protect. Koraidon is using Nitro Charge. Yeah, like the Flutter main is Focus Sash. Ho-Oh has a natural type advantage into Koraidon. Like, what can you even do, right? So you get the Flip Fire speed boost here, but now you have Brave Bird. Yeah. Oh, it doesn't knock it out, though. Brave Bird doesn't knock it out. Okay. So you have Thunderclap from Raging Bolt into Flutter main. But you don't... I guess you could also Thunderclap Ho-Oh, too. So you have ideas, right? You can Thunderclap Ho-Oh, you can Thunderclap Flutter main. Koraidon's using Nitro Charge. Yeah, okay, so that's 50 base power. Collision Course into Ho-Oh. Okay, so who is he going to Thunderclap here? So he's Thunderclapping Flutter main. So the Ho-Oh switched out. It has Regenerator too. The Ho-Oh switched out. It's going to... Whatever is coming in is going to eat that Collision Course. He predicted it. He got that predict... Oh, is it low kick? Is it low kick? I have no idea. It's a fighting move. Into Incineroar. Flutter main protects on the Thunderclap. Okay, so there's a very strong fighting move into Incineroar here. And he activated Regen on Ho-Oh too. Alright, how much does it do? Oh, that's a lot of damage. Is it Rocky Helmet? It is Rocky Helmet, so that's chip damage on... Okay, yeah, Koraidon chip damage. I guess it didn't matter at all. Yeah, Raging Bolt's not going to overcome what is it, a 4v1 now? Yeah, this game's over game 1. Yeah, you're not going to overcome a Raging Bolt Yeah, he's gonna forfeit now. He's gonna forfeit here. Koraidon doesn't learn close combat. It was either low kick or collision course, I'm pretty sure. But either way, you can't overcome like a 2v1 here. You're gonna get hit by fake out too, so you have to protect, waste a turn, all that stuff, but yeah. Yeah, getting the Rocky Helmet knockout was kind of fire. Oh, does it learn close combat? My bad. I've never seen it use close combat, so I just figured it didn't have it. Okay. Well, was that close combat then? Oh, okay. My bad. I've only seen collision course and low kick, but that's because I play Ubers more than VGC. It has low kick. Okay. This was low kick. Okay. Yeah. Game one over. Game one's over. Okay. Okay, that's interesting, because in Ubers, you don't really have a reason for close combat, but you have a reason for low kick, because like defensive Kyogre likes to switch into Koraidon, and low kick's your strongest move into Kyogre. Bro, I actually did a Japanese Duolingo lesson. Like I was going to go to Japan, right? So I'm like, okay, let me learn the language. So I started doing Duolingo. Then I realized I'm not going to learn the language in time, so I just like stopped doing it after a while. So, but I did like do the, you know, kudasai, whatever, all the stuff. I learned all that stuff, but yeah, it's for Kyogre mainly. I think it had like a cool Moltres Galar graphic. Yeah, clear amulet collision course misses a KO. That's interesting. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not familiar with the Japanese circuit, so I don't know the storylines between these two players, right? I don't know who's like the underdog, who's like really good. I have no idea about the Japanese circuit. I believe you either need to go 5-2 or 6-2. I don't remember though. Somebody who knows, can they tell me, do you need to go 5-2 or 6-2? You need to do one of them. I forget which. Is it 7-2? No way, right? 6-2? It's not 7-2, right? 6-2? Yeah, okay. So, like, that's why it's so dangerous for Wolf, right? Because he's 2-2. Now, you can back Wolf to win 4 games in a row. I think that's very realistic. But if he gets even, you know, unlucky in one of them, then he's eliminated, right? And, you know, there's so much variance in Pokemon, and everyone at the World Championship is a good player. It's realistic that, you know, from 2-2, you could get unlucky, go 2-3, right? So it's very scary. But if I had to make a bet, I would bet on Wolf going 6-2. That guy's the GOAT for sure. I would bet on it. Yeah, none of them stand a chance against 5-0 Slimecicle right now. None of them stand a chance right now. Okay, game two. All right, Ho-Oh, Flutter Mane. So he switches up the lead this time. Incineroar, Calyrex. You have fake out pressure on Ho-Oh. But you can't, the thing is, like, typically an idea with your Trick Room leads is you like to fake out Trick Room. But the Flutter Mane has Taunt, so it's not free to do that. But you can fake out Glacial Lance. It's an idea. Fake out Glacial Lance is an idea. Is he gonna switch maybe? Oh, so he might, like, I don't know if you do that. It's kind of tricky, right? You have Leech Seed imprisoned. You could leech the Ho-Oh if you wanted to, I guess. I don't know. Yeah, if Wolf 6-2, we'll have a 2-hour-long video. Is he going to Terra? If he's going to Terra the Calyrex. Oh, Terra Fire. Okay, so you don't. Oh, that's it. Yeah. So Terra Fire, Glacial Lance. You can't get burned by Sacred Fire. The Flutter Mane is switching out. You're getting a U-turn momentum on that switch out, which is huge. Intimidate. So this is Leftovers Leech Seed Calyrex. It is not Clear Amulet. So that Intimidate's going to hit. And you're Terra Firing for the Sacred Fire Ho-Oh. So you're not going to have to deal with that anymore. You're not going to get burnt. And he's going to be able to reposition. Incineroar is going to U-turn on Incineroar here. What is that protected? Oh, that's really good. So Protect, and you're going to U-turn on Incineroar, and then you're going to have a Glacial Lance. Okay. But it's Rocky Helmet, so you literally take the same damage you output, you take that damage in Rocky Helmet, which is funny. Yeah, Raging Bolt makes sense. Now you're putting pressure on Ho-Oh, and you're putting pressure on Incineroar too. Right? So now you're threatening like a leech into either of the two slots here. You're threatening a leech, and you're threatening Thunderbolt, and Incineroar can only fake out one of the Pokemon. You could even switch out, because you're intimidated, right? You can even switch out if you want. I'm not planning on playing SCL this year. I'm kind of retired from tournaments now. Yeah, so it's pretty interesting here. It's not like a very clear-cut game plan. It's not like Tailwind Attack, right? That's like a very easy playstyle, but here it's more methodical, right? So they're probably going to fake out, Protect on Fake Out. Is it a double Protect? Yeah, double Protect on Fake Out's pretty good too. Now you set up the Leech Thunder combination. Yeah, Brave Bird, okay. It probably used Leech Seed, I think, right? No, it Glacial Lanced again, okay. The Protect animation doesn't cover the entirety of Raging Bolt. Dude, there's another one. Dialga Origin Form is so huge. Right? It's like unreasonably huge. That's funny. Yeah, now it looks like now he's gonna leech now. Looks like now he's gonna leech. Yeah, leech, and you're outputting so much damage now with your Thunderbolt, or your yeah. So let's see what happens here. Brave Bird, okay. That Ho-Oh is gonna die. Yep, there we go. That's Parting Shot, right? Yeah, that's Parting Shot. So this is kind of important. Calyrex is going to get a Leech Seed on that slot there, and it's going to start healing, which is very annoying. It's either going to leech the Flutter Mane, or it's going to leech the Legendary. If you're leeching the Legendary... Okay, it leeched Flutter Mane. If it leeched the Legendary, that's huge HP damage. But even now, you're getting rid of Focus Sash here. So you got rid of Flutter Mane's Focus Sash. The Calyrex is negative attack too, so Incineroar, next time Incineroar comes in, it's going to be even more. It's going to drop it down to half. Yeah, look, Ho-Oh is good, but it's not good into, like, Ho-Oh is good because it forces the Terra Fire, but it struggles once the Terra Fire actually happens, and it has regen, by the way, so that's also a thing to consider, but it's also bad into Raging Bolt. Yeah, so you have a leech into Flutter Mane. You could protect. You could just straight up double protect. I imagine Incineroar could switch in, maybe. Like, there are ideas where Incineroar switches in to Intimidate again. Spam on, it is a crazy tech, but it's become common. Like, when people first started using it, it was crazy, but it became common. Federico got his third loss. Ooh, that was a favorite for the tournament. Federico's out. Yeah, so he's going back to Incineroar, get rid of that leech, and then he's gonna have another Intimidate on Calyrex Ice. Yeah, Raging Bolt switches out. It was scared of the Flutter Mane and like the Koraidon. Is it Intimidate pivot? Yeah, it is Is it clear amulet? I forget. It is not clear amulet. Okay. It was loaded dice. Okay. That makes sense, right? You're scared of scale shot. That makes sense. Okay. The Koraidon Terra Fire. Okay. It's probably scared of Glacial Lance. Yeah, scale shot, but you got an Intimidate off, which is nice. That's still a lot of damage. Wolf is still 2-2. He's playing Francisco Trigo from Colombia right now. I'm not familiar with their game, so it could be a good win for Wolf here. Who else are we interested in? Who's James Bake playing? He's playing a Japanese player who I'm not familiar with. Jude Lee is 5-0. Okay. Dude, when scale shot Garchomp and you miss your scale shot, it feels so bad. Maybe put on screen. Yeah, it's probably a good idea. Who gets healed up from Leech Seed in doubles if the original switches out? The Pokemon in the original Leech Seeder slot, yeah. Pokemon, the original, yeah, that person comes in now. I'm planning on doing VGC for the 2026 season. I'm planning on it again. It is loaded dice. It makes your scale shot hit 4 to 5 times. Guaranteed. The world's format is double restricted. You're allowed to have 2 legendaries. Or 2 restricted legendaries. Yeah. Was that fake out? Is that a crit? That was a strong fake out. Am I crazy? Oh, that was knockoff. Okay. Okay, knockoff makes more sense. I thought that was fake out for a second. I was like, what? No, okay, that was knockoff. Gilberto, they changed that. So you're not misremembering. It used to be like that, but they changed it. I think last year you got a first round bye only, and I think this year you don't get anything. I think. I don't know though. Okay, that must have been knockoff. Yeah, the damage output feels like knockoff. Scale shot into Raging Bolt. He gets the triple hit. Yeah, because he knocked off the loaded dice, it became much more variable. If you go 2 to 5, it went 3 there to get the knockout. Okay. I mean, you still have your full health Koraidon in the back, though. Oh, is Trick Room... I wasn't even paying attention. Did Trick Room go up at some point? Yeah, 3+ crit. Unfortunate. I mean, day 1 bye is a huge advantage, right? But if you're consistent throughout the year, I don't think it's really that bad. Like Pokemon is so luck reliant. If you're very, very consistent throughout an entire year, you kind of deserve a day one bye. However, the problem is that it also becomes not just about being consistent, but physically traveling to everything. So you create that other barrier to entry of, you know, time and money, right? Which I think is a little unfair. So I wouldn't mind it either way, but I understand why they changed it. I think, like, it's fine. Like, I don't care. It's a round 1 bye. That would make sense if it's a round 1 bye. I don't think they have that this year. I was looking at standings. I don't think this year they have. This year, do they have a round 1 bye? I doubt it. We have a rumor that Wolf is running Lunala Koraidon, but it is not confirmed yet. We don't know for sure. Yeah, round 1 bye is basically nothing. There's no point in a round 1 bye. It's I mean, you definitely want a round 1 bye. A day 1 bye because you skip the entire day. Like a game like Pokemon where there's so much luck, you want to avoid playing as much as possible. But it's back to 1-1. Like, game 1 was kind of a blowout, but they came back. That Calyrex had Leech Seed, which is pretty annoying. Yeah, game 3. Yeah, I don't think resistance matters anymore for day 1 stuff. Does it? I'm not entirely familiar with the new rules. Dude, imagine if Slimesicle was actually 5-0. Like, day 1 bye is enormous. Round 1 bye is like 1 round out of 7. It's good, but it's like not... Like, if you had to take 5 extra flights to get top 8 for a round 1 bye, you're not doing it, right? But you would do it for a day 1 bye, if that makes sense. Slimesicle 5-0 ejected for disorderly conduct. I think the Slimesicle 5-0 bit, and we'll just keep updating it like as it goes on 6-0, 7-0. I think it's a funny bit. Okay, what would Slimesicle's restricted Pokemon be? Oh, Camilo, that's an interesting question because we have Pokemon like Slacking, right? With like hacked moves, right? But no, not even close. There's no way we would do well into like a Worlds team. Mewtwo? Slimesicle strikes you as a Lunala Miraidon player? No, I mean, when I say luck, I mean luck in the literal sense of luck, but also variance, right? Even in any sport, you would rather not play if you can get a free win instead, right? His restricted would be a Premier Ball. I'm gonna go check the standings real quick. Is Wolf 3-2? Let's check. Wolf is 2-2. He's still playing right now. Wolf is 2-2 and still playing. Marco is 3-1, still playing. Michael 4-1. Michael has moved to 4-1. What about James Bake? James Bake 5-0. Get some W's in chat for James. What about Joe UX9? Joseph Ugarde 3-2. So Wolf is still 2-2, by the way. His game has not finished yet. What about Justin Tang? Let's get a quick check. Justin Tang 5-0. All right. Okay. CSR means Calyrex Shadow Rider, and Zama means Zamazenta. That is their... It's pronounced more like Beck? Okay, my bad. Beck, okay. Yeah. Yeah, so Calyrex Shadow... The legendaries they've brought to the tournament. So the reason it's important is your legendaries kind of define your entire archetype. So knowing which legendary they've brought is pretty interesting overall. Fede Campo 2 and 3. I saw that. Yeah, we had a section for notable eliminated. but I think it was kind of mean. I didn't want to be like put people on blast, right? So all right, I'll be honest, it is so difficult to focus on a game when it's in a different language. Like it's harder to get into. Like if I put a lot of effort, I can still figure out what's going on. But the extra friction makes me more interested in talking to chat than looking at what's going on in the game. We don't know Wolf's team yet. Like, so he's like Terra firing for the Sacred Fire makes sense, right? You're kind of almost, I wouldn't say forced to, but like in game one, he didn't Terra fire the Calyrex and he got washed, right? Yeah, you still get a team sheet of your opponent's Pokemon. Yep. How much time till game 5 ends? It will, the maximum is 20 minutes for each game, right? I wonder what percent of restricted don't have a single, I mean, so Mewtwo probably has nobody. Eternatus might have one person, maybe. Like out of 100 people, one person running Eternatus. Yeah, Mewtwo probably 0. Cosmeon probably 0. Reshiram and Zekrom probably 0. Yeah, they put the team sheets publicly at the end of day. Did Wolf win? Did Wolf win? Let's get a Wolf check. The website says 2-2. Let's check. No, the website says 2-2 still. Oh, did he win? Oh, commentator said this is the only Ho-Oh. Pokemon ran Ho-Oh in Milwaukee a couple months ago. Yeah, nobody's playing Zekrom Reshiram. They're kind of trash. Wolf just won. Let me pin this message real quick. Okay, it's 3-2. Wolf is 3-2. Yeah, okay, Wolf 3-2. All they do is set Tailwind and miss their signature move. Like, you put so much pressure on Koraidon with your Brave Birds, too. No, but the problem, right, with being 2-2 already, because even if you make it to day 2, your record carries over, right? So I believe the cutoff would be like, is it like 11-2 or 11-3? I think is the cutoff. Is that, I might be wrong, but if hypothetically, imagine 11-3 is the cutoff, right? And you're starting off, you already have 2 losses. Even if you make it to day 2 at 6-2, it's still an uphill climb, right? Obviously, you would rather not lose. Oh yeah, Slimecicle's comeback win in round 2? Unbelievable, man. I believe resistance resets for day 2, but it's still bad to start off at 6-2. Marco is at 3-2. Oh, Marco is 6-2. He lost to Jen Chao from Taiwan. Not familiar with their game. But that is interesting. Marco is 3-2. So we have a lot of hitters at 3-2. Like, imagine you get Wolf into Marco at 3-2. That would be terrible. Like, Wolf into Marco at 3-2 would be nightmare. We don't know what Team Wolf is running yet. We don't know what Team Wolf is running yet. Yeah, like, there's a world where you get Wolf into Marco next round, because they're both 3 and 2. It could happen. Wolf into Marco, you could get, you know, Joe UX9 into Wolf or Marco. A lot of people at 3 and 2, which is a very deadly position to be in. I remember when I went to Worlds, I was 3 and 2. I got matched up with a guy from Thailand, I believe, who I wasn't familiar with. I ended up winning. I went to 4 and 2. Then I lost 4 and 3. I got eliminated. So I know what 3 and 2 feels like. Yeah, Wolf losing so he doesn't have to make another video where he goes 20-0 with no tension. Yeah, you need to build that. You need to build the dramatic tension, right? He's losing early on purpose there. He's building up the dramatic tension. Cinnabonsai, they pick the most interesting match, which typically ends up as Wolf, right? Because people care about him the most, right? But they also do it like, they would rather do like a 5-0 match than a 3 and 2 Wolf versus Marco, for example. They would rather do a 5-0 match. However, when it's the final round, like when the elimination round, so it's like a 4 and 2 versus a 4 and, or like a 5 and 2 versus a 5 and 2, or wait, what am I saying? 4 and 2 versus 4 and 2, right? When they have to pick between them, I think that's when they, like, if it's an elimination game, they will show it. So it's usually the highest, like the highest score people, but it could be the elimination games too. Team sheets don't get revealed until after day 1. Yeah, Slimesicle is actually trying to lose, but he just can't. He just keeps winning. And his round 3 comeback, absolutely beautiful. Slimesicle's round 3, picturesque, perfect. Yeah, not 3 and 2, but like 5 and 2, I think. Yeah, 5 and 2 would beat 7 and 0. Yeah. Yeah, Pokemon Champions is interesting. Pokemon Champions is interesting. We just have this running bit of Slimesicle actually doing the craziest stuff ever. And like, there's gonna be somebody new who hops into chat and he's gonna see Slimesicle's actually playing what? And everyone's talking about how awesome he's doing. And they're gonna be so confused. Yeah, Ho-Oh is mainly like Tailwind, Brave Bird. And like Regen too. You match up well into Koraidon and Calyrex. It's pretty cool. Resistance is the strength of your opponent. It's used for tie-breaking. So if you both have the same record, they'll check how strong were your opponents. But I believe they're trying to get rid of it. I don't know if it's still being used or not. I'm not familiar with the latest in technology here. The prediction on the Ho-Oh switching in from... Slimesicle predicted that Ho-Oh brilliantly, man. He predicted that Ho-Oh fantastic. Is this game over? Is a Ho-Oh winning? We could have a Ho-Oh 5 and 0. Yeah, it's not used for cutoff anymore, I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure Resistance is not used for cutoff anymore. Alright, we have a 5 and 0 Ho-Oh. I'm pretty sure, right? This is kind of over. Yeah, this is pretty over. It's a 5 and 0 Ho-Oh game. Yeah, I believe these are being played on Switch too, because they look so much more smooth, right? Yeah, this game's over. Ho-Oh at 5 and 0 is pretty interesting. You know, it can't be burned, it has regen, it has tailwind. It's one of those Pokemon, you don't you don't really figure out, oh, why is it good, right? But when you play against it, you're like, oh man, I can't even damage it. Like, it's a good stats, good typing, everything. Yeah, Joey knew the whole time. Yeah, wrap it up. That's going to be a win for Ho-Oh 5-0. I wonder, are they going to do the post-game interview? Oh, they probably have a translator, right? They probably have a translator for the post-game interview, I'd imagine. Yeah, Ho-Oh 5-0. There's another game going on here. There should be another game going on. No. This is like a backup stream for like the side games, but it looks like there's nothing going on right now. Is there? No, it's nothing going on right now. Okay. I'm not familiar with old gen's VGC to know if Ho-Oh was ever used before, but I'd imagine not. All right, Ho-Oh 5-0. Oh, it tailwinded. It tailwinded for good measure. Ho 5-0. It was used near the beginning of this format, but not really before that. Yeah. No. Why is he protecting? Oh, just end it. Go to the interview, man. Oh, yeah, he's forfeiting now. Okay. Yeah, Ho-Oh's typing is good into physical restricted Pokemon, and it's Spadef. Wait, is he BMing this guy? Why is he not just finishing it here? Oh no, he's finishing it. Okay. He's just playing extra safe. Yeah. Yeah, okay, wrap it up. Oh, are we rolling the Ho-Oh theme song too? All right, let's see if we can tap in for an interview. What is actually overall quite a difficult matchup
for you if you get out of position. We saw that so much in game 2 where Shoma was able to take the advantage, and it felt really difficult for Yoshitaka to deal with that Terrifier Calyrex Ice Rider, but then to come back in game 3 and to be able to actually take the win and do it so convincingly
over for the opponent.
Well, making that adaptation to bringing Raging Bolt, I think, is just a testament to how good of a player he is.
No, versus Koraidon, versus Kyogre, rather, you have to manage weather. Like, if you get your weather, you're the one weakening Kyogre, other way around, right?
That would be amazing.
Sorry if I've, stopped that in its tracks, but I think...
Let's hope not, Ben. Let's hope not. Let's take a look at what went down in that game. The super effective Draco Meteor that was connecting.
All right, let's see what we have here.
Bolt. And that Raging
Alex
Bolt, of
Underhill
course, was
lost.
such a thorn into Yoshitaka's Ho-Oh there.
Raghav lost. Okay, so a couple of Japanese people at 5-0.
Able to pivot around so well and
Jude Lee won.
Even if you do set up Trick
Victor
Room,
Medina won. Justin Tang won.
Against it. Game 2 maybe it caught me off guard
James
a little
Beck
bit,
won.
Look at that. Shoma's resources were dwindled so early on.
Yeah, it's like taking advantage as well of
Marco
Shoma
lost
locking
3-2
in
over
the
here.
Terrestrialization on the Calyrex Ice Rider.
Gavin Michaels
you
3-2.
kind of have to
okay.
in front of a Ho-Oh.
Let's
and
see
so
who got
if
eliminated.
You're
Let's
sitting
go down
in
to
that
like
position as Yoshitaka, you're thinking,
the
well,
2 and 3. Who got
okay,
eliminated?
They're probably going to lock it in. We saw the turn 1. A Sacred Fire still
Adrian,
went into
Isadora,
that slot, sort of hedging
Flavio,
your bets a little bit. But actually, it's
Wolf,
a kind of safe
Wolf
assumption that the Calyrex would have
anyone
to play
notable
on the
who got
defensive with his
eliminated down here?
Terrestrialization after it went so wrong for Shoma in game 1.
Oh, Adi got
then
eliminated. That's
saving
tough.
the terrestrialization of your own until you get that position with the Raging Bolt, and playing the Raging Bolt mirror is never a fun thing when you have to worry about Draco Meteors or Dragon Pulses crossing paths and seeing which one is going to go
2 and
first.
3. That's
the
a tough
Terra
matchup
on the Raging
at 2
Bolt
and 2.
on
Luca Paz and
Yoshitaka's side
Aaron
really
Trailer.
did pay dividends for them.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, Brady
The
Smith,
scale shot on
he's
Koraidon
eliminated.
It's wonderful to see that.
Marcus,
Making a reappearance. The issue is,
Marcus,
of course, Incineroar is so prevalent, and yeah,
he changed his last name, but this I forget his last name, but Marcus Statter. Marcus Statter, yeah. 2 and 3, he's eliminated.
Dice is removed. Scale shot is just there's so much.
Who else is
variance that comes
eliminated
into
2 and
play, but
3?
Fascinating. And let's not forget, Loaded Dice is only an item we have access to as of Generation 9.
Yeah.
It's
Oh,
amazing.
Federico
it's amazing that,
eliminated at 2 and
it's
3
still
is
just
pretty
all these
tough.
little things that come into contention to, vie for the title of the most valuable
yeah, that's about it.
item, and just things that we get used to so quickly.
It especially makes sense as well with the Koraidon and the Ho-Oh kind of fighting for the clear amulet, and a lot of players in those situations.
Alex
have opted
Underhill's the
for
only player
Nightfall
with all caps.
on the Koraidon, but actually taking a little step back and thinking,
Paul Chua
what does
and
my
Luca
restricted
Pazzo
duo
3 and 2,
actually
Giovanni
need
Costa 2.
in
Yeah,
this team?
World is
And I think
always
for Ho-Oh,
stacked. Like
especially being Terra Water,
if you think about
really
every
needs a
player
way
as like a
to
bell
target
curve,
down,
right?
Pokemon
In a game like
Koraidon
Pokemon,
really
the bell curve
effectively,
is
but
pretty
also to be able
flat.
to take
It's not as like
KOs
sharp,
on
you know.
Pokemon with
So
Focus
you
Sash,
can be a
say,
great
Chen
player,
Pao
but
as
you can
well
just get
can
bell
cause
curved
some
and you're
problems,
tough
I
luck,
think,
right?
for that sort of team archetype
So it is
sometimes.
what it is, right?
I really like the adaptation there to hone in on what actually
Yeah,
matters
it's like
for your
everybody
team, as
is good
opposed
at the
to
top
playing
level.
the
And
thing
after that,
in a
it's like
vacuum seems like the most logical
consistency
choice.
and
Yeah,
luck
absolutely.
both combined.
It's wonderful to see a restricted Pokemon that we so rarely see. Just again, where's the Lugia? Show me a Lugia.
How is Michael doing?
Somebody.
He
Do you
is
have any Lugia out there?
4
I'll
and
show
1.
you
Michael
Lugia
DeBest is
backstage
4 and 1. On the
Right.
bottom
Yeah.
right of your
Yeah,
screen,
it's,
we
you
have
know,
a
just
tracker
a
of
copy of Pokemon
people
Silver
who
or
you might be
something.
interested
It would
in.
be
If you want a
tonic
name
to
on
my
here that's
soul.
not currently
Yeah.
on there,
Well,
let me know. We can
congratulations
try and add one more.
to Yoshitaka there. But
Oh, we
Shoma,
don't know what
okay,
they're
they've
running
lost
yet.
one
We
game,
don't know what they're running
but they
yet.
still have the luxury of being able to lose at least one more before they're getting a little bit nervous about making day 2 here. So let's see. Let's keep our eyes on these trainers. It's no surprise to see Japan having such a strong showing so far on day 1 of the World Championships. But Ben, or Johto rising out of the ashes from what with Ho-Oh,
Slimesicle 5 and 0? Yeah, Michael's
flow,
only
I
loss
think
was
we're
to
ready for our
Marco
interview,
on
so
stream
let's
in
go.
round 2. Yep.
Hello, everybody,
Oh,
and
let's watch the
welcome
interview.
back. I am so excited to hear from the winner of that last match, Yoshitaka, who has brought Ho-Oh to the world stage. You are the only player to bring Ho-Oh to the World Championships. It's your first Worlds. How does it feel?
最初のワールズなんですけど、どういう気持ちですか？
Yo, this guy knows Japanese.
とても今、はい、ほっとしております。
I feel really comfortable right now. Feel happy as stuff.
You just defeated Shoma Honami, of course, the 2015 world champion, one of the most famous players in the history of Japan. What does it mean to be able to play him at the world stage and defeat him?
今の試合でショーマン選手倒したんですけど、この世界大会の舞台で戦えるということはどういう気持ちですか？
やはり憧れのプレイヤーの一人でしたので、もうその憧れの方に勝てたというのはもう本当に嬉しいです。
He's someone that I look up to, so being able to compete against him and beat him is an amazing feeling.
I want to ask a little bit about Ho-Oh. Why did you pick that Pokemon for
Okay,
this tournament?
Ho-Oh.
なぜ4を選びましたか、この大会？
今やっぱり流行りのクロバドザマゼンタにとても強く出れるのではないかと思い、それで鳳凰は一番最初に選出しようというふうに思っておりました。
He thought it would match up well against Calyrex and Zamazenta, so that's
Oh,
why
so he's
he was
picking it for
definitely
Calyrex
choosing,
and
Ho-Oh.
Zamazenta. Okay.
I believe this is your first time at the World Championships. You're doing so well. Do you have any advice to give to players who might be just starting out?
最初の世界大会で本当に順調に滑り出してるんですけど、他に初めて来るプレイヤーに対してアドバイスとかありますか？
やっぱり緊張はするんですけど、でも楽しんでやることが大事かなというふうに自分は思っております。
You'll definitely get nervous, but I think the most important thing is just to have fun.
All right. Good answers all
Before we
around.
say goodbye, how are you feeling right now? You're one game away, of course, from making it to day 2. Are you nervous? Are you feeling good?
Day2 に進出するまであと1戦なんですけど、今どういう気持ちですか？
ここまで来たからには頑張りたいと思います。
So I've made it this far, so I want to push through to the end.
I love it. Well, I think you've
All
gained
right,
a lot
good
of
media
brand new
trained.
fans here,
Those are good
especially being the
answers.
only Ho-Oh player in the tournament. So congratulations on your
I don't think
victory.
James
We
was
are
one of the
all
people
rooting
that
for you, and we'll be
protested. It was
throwing
like-
it to a short
it was
break.
only
Don't go
people in
anywhere because
Korea
round
who
6
were
will be starting
protesting,
soon.
All right. Let me put these guys on mute again. That's a little loud. Hold on. No, it's crazy. They TPCI, right? They saw the Nuzlocke Invitational and they were like, you know what? You deserve to be at the World Championship. So Slimesicle, they're all there. Like, you can see him in this picture right there. Like, on stream. Did you see him? He's right there. Okay, a quick vibe check for everyone. Right now, Marco Silva and Wolf Glick are 3-2, which means they're one game away from being eliminated, and they could match into each other. So we're watching them right now. Are they going to make it through? Two of the favorites, right? How are they going to do? Other than that, the vibe is James Beck, 5-0. Big fan of James. Justin Tang, 5-0. Michael Derbest, 4-1. Looking good. Ho-Oh is good in the Kali because of its high special defense. It's not perfect, right? You're still getting hit for a lot of damage. But when you think of Pokemon that can at least try to deal with Calric Shadow and Zamazenta, that combination, very few Pokemon can deal with that combo. So Ho-Oh is one of the few that can. To qualify, you need like, I think it's like 5. You need to be in the top 75 in North America, or you need to finish top 2 in the Nuzlocke Invitational. One of the two. Top 75 in your region, or top 2 in the Nuzlocke Invitational hosted by Point Crow and Pokemon Challenges. You need one of those two. So now we're just waiting for round 6, I believe, is what we're waiting for now. Oh, round 6 is up. Okay, we can look at the pairings real quick. All right, round 6 pairings. We have Jude Lee, Victor Medina, James Beck into a Japanese player I'm not familiar with. Some more matchups I'm not too familiar with. We're gonna have to find Wolf Glick. Let's go to a quick Wolf search here. Wolf Glick into, I don't want to mispronounce it, but from Thailand. Okay, so I'm not familiar with this player. So Wolf Glick did not match up into Marco Silva. Who's Marco Silva playing though? Marco Silva is playing somebody from Spain who, again, I'm not familiar with the circuit this year. I'm not in the know. But names I don't recognize. Who's Michael playing? Michael, what's his last name? Kelch, right? Okay, Michael Kelch, Sebastian Rodriguez from Peru. Okay. All right, so some good names, but I don't think we have any highlight matchups, do we? Joseph Ugarte. Oh, this is a big one. Joseph Ugarte into Paul Chua. Two of the best players in North America. One of them will get eliminated. This is a highlight game for sure. This is definitely a highlight game. Joseph Ugarte into Paul Chua. That's going to be a highlight game. Let's check some of the Smogon guys. Where are they? Ooh. I can't find them. Looks like they're eliminated. Anyway. Yeah, that's... So we do have Joseph Ugarte into Paul Chua. Ugarte? My bad. Every 4 to 5 minutes, some guy thinks the slime sickle is real. Oh, I don't know. There's something weird going on with my chat bot. It shows up every once in a while. I don't know why. Ugarte, it's Spanish. I had no idea. Yeah, so that's where we're at right now. We have Paul Chua versus Joe UX9 at 3-2. That's going to be a highlight match. None of the other highlight matches are there. Yeah, stream chat broke, but you guys are back now. My bad. Okay. Okay, so the next World Championship, I'm pretty sure is in San Francisco. I want to go to that. I think I definitely will make a trip to the next World Championship. Even if I don't qualify, I think I'll go to the next one. Hello, Jason. Your local hero 2025 Junior NAIC champion started 0-2. He's 2-2. Yeah, let's get some W's for Joaquin. It's Joaquin, right? It's not Joaquin. Joaquin. Team sheets are up. Slimecicle is running level 85 Blissey. Yeah, mythicals are allowed in the next format, but that format is a ladder-only format. Yeah, if it's in San Fran, I'm definitely gonna pull up for San Fran. Ugarte. If Wolf gets eliminated, you're rooting for James. Yeah, I think right now I'm rooting for Michael Derbest and James. That's who I want to win. Most of the mythicals are not good because there's opportunity cost of not running your main legendary, right? But some exceptions are, for example, Arceus, right? Arceus is just straight up good. You're rooting for Michael. The Tang Gang. Let's go with the Tang. Is Shilang playing? Honestly, what regional are Joey and Blunder going to? I could probably hit some of the East Coast regionals. I'm in East Coast right now. Can you check if there are any Belgian players still out there? Big love. Chat, can we get a W for Harry Otter 69? One of the greatest names of all time. Let's go ahead and check if there are any Belgian players there. Hold on. What's the country code for Belgium? Is it BE? Should I look for BE? I don't know what the country code for Belgium is, though. There's nothing for BE. Could it be BG? BE has 0 results. BG, nothing. BM? No. What about BL? No. I don't think there's any Belgian players left. I don't think there's any Belgian players left. Yeah, there's no BE. Yeah, no BE on the spreadsheet. Now that I think about it, I don't know a notable Belgian player to begin with. Now, I know there's like a couple French players, Dutch players. I don't think there's a Belgian one, though. Next time you'll be there? All right. I am going to see Harry Otter 69 win a world championship. God damn it. Why is stream chat breaking every... Okay. BE is correct. How is Chuppa doing? Let's check it. Let's get a Chuppa cross to look at. Chuppa is 3-2. Chuppa is 3-2 right now. Oh yeah, they have the pairings on the screen as well. Wafel is a... Okay, let me check if... Oh yeah, Slimesicle... Well, the round didn't start yet, but he's going to go 6-0 probably. Yeah, I don't see that person in there. Justin versus Shoma should be good. Yeah, I'm interested in knowing what game is going to be on stream. If you lose 3 games, you're out. Like 3 matches, rather. If you lose 3 matches, you're out. Goodbye. Try again next year. So you cannot lose again. Oh, yeah. Dude, I'm an idiot. I was looking up Wafel in the thing, and as I'm typing in Wa, I'm like, oh, I get it. But then I'm like, okay, let me just finish it off, just in case, right? And, yep, you weren't there. Day 2ing is always difficult, I'd say, yeah. Yeah, I mean, you have to cut down people somehow, right? You're going from like 300 people to like a top 30. You have to cut them out somehow, right? The prize pool is $30,000 for first place, I think 15 for second, 10 for third and fourth, and it goes down from there. I don't know for sure, I only know number 1 is 30K. Yeah, imagine your 3-2 matches Wolf Glick. Imagine. Yeah, we'll wait till they start round 6 and we'll hop into that game. Oh man, if you think day 1 is bad, imagine day 2, when everyone is better and you have the similar, you know, if you lose, you're out situation. Your first regional was Indy 2022. You were 2-0, and your round 3 was Paul Ruiz. That guy is the GOAT for sure. 2018 World Championship, he's a GOAT. World Champion, he's a GOAT. There's a total of 8 rounds for day 1, and you need to be 6-2 or greater. If you're 5-3, you're eliminated. Ray Rizzo should return. Imagine the return of Ray Rizzo. I didn't participate this season or last one. I did 2023. I made it to the World Championship. 24 and 25 I didn't play, and 26 I'm planning on playing again. I'm planning on it. I've signed up for a tournament. We'll see how it goes. The main problem is that I get busy. This isn't my Pokemon isn't my full-time job, so getting time to, you know, go and travel for these tournaments, it's tough to really put a concerted effort. But I'm planning on doing it again for 2026, yeah. Do I catch or breed my own Pokemon for tournaments? I don't think I've ever bred a Pokemon in my life. No, that's not true. I have bred. I remember back in the day when I was a kid, and I was like maybe 8 years old maybe, and I found out about EV training. I tried to hatch like a perfect Metagross. I remember doing that when I was a kid. Harry Otter 69, I believe you technically can. Like, there are enough online tournaments where you can, but it's very unrealistic. Realistically, you will have to go to an in-person tournament. Realistically. My full-time job is Slimecicle's personal trainer. I'm actually training him in Pokemon. That's my full-time job, but... Oh! They're starting the next round. Let's take a look. Okay, so there's Lunala Koraidon into Calyrex Shadow and Koraidon. Okay, Brute Bonnet is an interesting pick. We don't see Brute Bonnet too often, but you have Spore. Okay, Terra Water, Spore, Citrus Berry. You have Ursaluna. So you have a Trick Room mode. So you kind of have, it's interesting, right? You have your Lunala, Ursaluna, Trick Room guys, but you also have your really fast offense too with Chi-Yu, Koraidon, Fluttermane. So you kind of have to respect both, right? Do you respect the Trick Room mode, or do you respect the really fast offense mode? And Lunala doesn't have to Trick Room, right? It can just sit there and be powerful without using Trick Room. So it's a very offensive team here. Yeah, it's a full-on weather team, Trick Room, Tailwind, you have everything here. Rage Powder, Brute Bonnet too. This is a very fun team. Yeah, Terra Stellar on the Fluttermane. Double Ground isn't that odd. The main reason is Rillaboom. Not main reason, it's one of the reasons. Earthquake, you don't want to hit your teammate either. Double Ground is pretty normal. Double Ground is pretty normal. Yeah, Brute Bonnet, like, why are you using Bonnet instead of Amoonguss if you want your Rage Powder Spore? You're using it for the better Calyrex Shadow matchup. Is it cutting off? Let me fix that. Is that better? Kind of. Wait, hold on. I can make it even better. Okay, it's slightly better. Oh, I just got new Slimesicle 6-0. Just received word. I didn't get a look at Mao's team. Did they show Mao's team yet? Oh yeah, he demolished Wolfie. Oh yeah, I saw that AV POW. Apparently that's more common nowadays than before. When I was playing, you would like POW with Focus Sash or Life Orb. Life Orb POW was picking up when I stopped playing. It's Koraidon, Clefairy, Rillaboom. Oh, just like standard, not standard, but like Calyrex, Instant, Rillaboom. Clefairy's kind of cool, yeah. AV POW with Ruination. What's the point of AV POW? Is it Calyrex? Is that the reason people are running AV POW? It's Goggles Helping Hand. Interesting. All right, I'm gonna be rooting for the American here, out of nationalistic pride, and I also think their team is pretty cool too, with the Lunala Koraidon stuff. All right, and Brute Bonnet. I mean, Bonnet is cool too. I'm a big fan of Brute Bonnet. Chat, can we get a W America? I don't know. I feel like a lot of people are not actually fans of W America. But today we are. Today we are all American here. Yep, today we are all American. Okay, Koraidon, Clefairy. Okay, so we have Lunala Chi-Yu. All right. Moderators, ban all non-Americans right now. This is an America-friendly chat. Alright, Lunala, Chi-Yu, Clefairy, Koraidon. The Chi-Yu is Scarf, which is pretty cool. I wonder, does Overheat just raw kill Clefairy? I doubt it, right? Right, so Lunala, Chi-Yu, and in the back, you probably have Ursaluna, right? So Protect, okay. Heat Wave, okay. So you're getting damage on Koraidon. Oh, it avoided the attack. Heat Wave dodge. Flame Charge. What is up with Lunala here? It's a Trick Rooming. Moongeist Beam, okay. And here's the thing, because it used Flame Charge, it is faster than Scarf Chi-Yu. So Scarf Chi-Yu can die to Collision Course, but I'm not even sure they make that play. They could Flare Blitz into Lunala too. This is kind of bad. It's kind of look how funny that is, right? Clefairy right next to a Koraidon. Clefairy right next to Koraidon. He can Flare Blitz into Lunala, or he can Collision Course the Chi-Yu. Helping Hand, I think Lunala's gonna die here. Yep, Lunala's gone. No, he went after Chi-Yu, okay. Yeah, so that covered a switch too. Okay. What is Lunala up to? Yeah, Moongeist Beam. That's gone. Okay. So you traded 1 for 1, but as long as Clefairy's on the field, it is so incredibly annoying because of Follow Me. And, like, I just, like, Clefairy is amazing. No, that's actually funny. Clefairy has twice the usage of Groudon. Like, Clefairy is just so annoying, man. That Eviolite, it just sits there, Follow Me. Yeah, the friend guard ability is why you run it. Okay. Chat, do we know if Clefairy has After You? Does Clefairy have After You or not? Do we know that answer? So you could Trick Room. Could you Trick Room here? Are you gonna Terra Trick Room? I could see a Terra Trick Room. No, I know that Clefairy has access to it. I mean, does it have it right now? Like, we have the team sheet. Friend Guard, basically, it's like 75% damage. Like, to you and your ally. They take 75% damage, which is just really, really nice to have. Oh, he's Terra? So he didn't Terra Lunala. He didn't Terra Lunala, but that's just gonna Follow Me, isn't it? 3/4, okay, 3/4 on ally, not you. Okay. Knockoff on which Pokemon? Alright, this one's for America. Protect, okay. Oh, double Protect. Did Lunala Trick Room? Or is it Meteor Beaming here? Flame Charge, okay. Oh, Riley Factura is out. Meteor Beam. So it's not gonna hit. They both double protected, but it does increase special attack. So you have your special attack increased. And here's the thing. Lunala has Wide Guard. Lunala has Wide Guard. So Astral Barrage, you Wide Guard that. The question is, do you like try to predict it? Are you like, what's the situation here, right? Are you going to try and predict that or not? Right? So it like Wide Guard is so obvious that at the highest level which you're playing at right now, it's almost like, okay, because it's so obvious, I'm not going to Wide Guard, right? So he's really thinking, does he Wide Guard or not for the Astral Barrage? Okay, he did not Wide Guard. All right, here we go. Terra Dark. Okay. Helping Hand. Protect. Okay, he didn't use Wide Guard. Is there an Astral Barrage coming in? Psychic. Beautiful. Now the Meteor Moongeist Beam comes in. But it is Terra Dart. It is Terra Dart. Oh, it goes after Clefairy? Okay. Now, this is tricky. They could double protect to run out the weather, too. Is Marco out? Chat, we're going to do a fact check real quick. Is Marco Silva out of the tournament? I'm looking at the standings right now. Marco Silva is out at 3-3. So that's one of the favorites of the tournament gone already. Okay. Helping Hand. Astral Barrage and no Wide Guard this time. So goodbye. No Wide Guard this time. special attack raise, life orb. Okay, so Koraidon's gonna come right back in. You know, Koraidon's gonna come right back in, and you have Icy Wind. So we're probably gonna see a follow me, and I think we're gonna see protect Icy Wind. We're gonna see protect Icy Wind. No, that's bad. I think this is kind of over. No, it's not. Okay, it might be over, it might not be. You're hoping your Koraidon is faster than Calyrex here. Oh yeah, Astral KOs for sure. Eric Rio's out at 3-3. Protect. So he's gonna knock out Clefairy here with the Moonblast. No, just double protect. Yeah, why that's fine too. Yeah. Luca is now 5-1. All right. Close combat. Yeah, that's fine. Now, it's really going to come down to who's faster, Koraidon or Calyrex, because you don't know. Maybe somebody's running like a Modest Nature, the other person's running Jolly, right? You don't know yet, I don't think. All right, let's find out. Yoshitaka Izawa for the Goat Ho-Oh. I hate Streamlabs. I don't know why it's not updating. I have to manually refresh it. You just got his Farigiraf? That's cool. Yeah, follow me. Fluttermane should knock out the Clefairy, and it's going to come down to the speed tier. Yep. Okay, who's faster? Koraidon or Calyrex? We'll find out. Koraidon's faster! Oh my god. Koraidon is faster than Calyrex. Oh, he's back. He's back. That is probably a modest-natured Calyrex and a jolly-natured Koraidon. Chat, can we get some USAs in chat? America #1. You would double protect to stall out weather turns because it's only 5, so it's more long term. Chat, out of nowhere, we're back. So Flame Charge and I think Shadow Ball or Icy Wind. Is it a speed tie again? Oh, it's Focus Sash. All right, this is still not out of the woods yet, right? I mean, it is Terrifier, though. It's tricky, it's tricky. It's a 2v1. It is a 2v1 right now, but the Fluttermane has Focus Sash. It's a 2v1, but the Fluttermane has Focus Sash. Let's find out. Icy Wind? Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Oh boy. So Flame Charge, you negate the Icy Wind, but Koraidon's at half HP. It took Life Orb recoil. Can it live the Shadow Ball? Can it live the Shadow Ball? All right, chat, send America your energy here. It has to live the Shadow Ball. No! Almost. I don't know the damage roll on that. Oh, I don't know the damage roll on that. Oh, that was so close. So very important, right? Now both players have the knowledge that Koraidon is faster than Calyrex Shadow. Before this match, they wouldn't have known who's faster. Now they do. Wolf is still 3-2 on my thing. I saw somebody in chat say 4-2. He's still 3-2 on the official thing. Yeah, that was almost a crazy comeback. Let me refresh again. The one I'm looking at says Wolf is 3-2. Last updated 36 seconds ago. Yeah, okay. I'm looking at Arcane 9. We can wait for it to update. Not a big deal. It was a roll. No, I don't think open team sheets should have EVs. IVs is 31 for everything. I mean, I know I like Trick Room, obviously 0 and stuff. But EVs, I feel like having that little bit of secrecy is good. Is fine, right? It doesn't ruin the game. Was not protecting with main a misplay? It wouldn't have mattered, right? Oh, we're back into game 2. All right. Koraidon? Okay, he brought the bonnet this time. But if the bonnet doesn't Terra, it gets farmed by Flutter Koraidon, doesn't it? I don't know. I feel like bonnet's like a fish out of water here. Like, what's it doing? Into Flutter Koraidon. You don't get the speed boost if you flame charge into protect. The format is double restricted. You're allowed to bring 2 restricted legendary Pokemon to your team. Okay, so yeah, he is Terra Water because you kind of have to into Flutter Koraidon. He's going for Terra Water Spore. All right, can Brute Bonnet do the job? All right, Brute Bonnet. Protect, okay. That is good. He spored the Koraidon. Oh, double protect. So that's actually a very smart play to draw out the terrestrialization. That's a really smart play to bait out the terrestrialization here. The question is now what? Oh, this is tough. You've already baited the terrestrialization out. The Flutter, they both use Protect. So now Koraidon is protecting, and he's sporing. What is he trying to do? I don't know. I feel it's very tough to make a move here. He's going to spore Flutter Mane. Okay. Oh, no. If he spored, what did he spore into? Incineroar with safety goggles into the spore. That's tough. And the Intimidates too. Oh, both of them swapped out. That's an interesting double switch there. Rillaboom. Oh, so no matter what, he was protected versus Spore. Either safety goggles Incineroar or the grass type Rillaboom. And you've lost your Terra, so you're a water type into Rillaboom now. And now you have fake out pressure too. So you could, fake out Koraidon and then grass move the bonnet or U-turn on the bonnet and just kind of, yeah. Yeah, it's you could maybe go Flutter on a fake out, but I don't know. That's not even good. Yeah, Chiyu, that's fine-ish. Oh! He dropped Lunala. He didn't bring Lunala, so he's only playing with one restricted legendary. He dropped Lunala for Brute Bonnet. That's interesting. And the opponent also dropped their legendary too. they dropped Caloric Shadow. They're both playing with only one legendary. It's actually really funny that they both chose to drop their legendaries. That's funny. Fake out, Woodhammer into Chiyu. I like that. Now Chiyu, that took a lot of damage. You don't faint to Grassy Glide, I don't think. But now you have, like, you're threatening an Overheat into Rillaboom. You're threatening Collision Course into Incineroar. You could Heat Wave too. You have to make some predictions here, I think. Wolf officially 4-2. All right, I take your word for it. Wolf is 4-2 now. Oh, does it not have Collision Course? What's its final move? This is tough. Okay, Incineroar switching out. Heat Wave coming in, though. Heat Wave is going to hit the Rillaboom and the Koraidon. Okay. Do you think the Rillaboom Terra's here? Like Terra Fire? I think the Rillaboom went for Terra Fire. Terra Water, yeah. So the Heat Wave is going to do nothing here. The Chiyu's Heat Wave is going to do nothing. Do we get a Heat Wave burn, maybe? No. Close combat, though. Oh, the Rillaboom lives that. And goodbye, Chiyu. Honestly, Chiyu fainting there isn't even that bad, because, like, it's locked into Heat Wave. So locked into Heat Wave versus Koraidon Rillaboom is really bad, because it's just doing nothing and taking up space, right? So I kind of like Chiyu fainting. Now you can bring in a useful Pokemon. I actually like that. I think I like Fluttermane here, don't I? Okay, like you go Bonnet here. Okay, that's fine. I'm pretty sure Miraidon still has the highest usage. It's just that it happens that the stream games have been Koraidon instead. Alright, so we're back to Koraidon Flutter into Koraidon Bonnet. Bonnet's gonna get a Spore off here. If you can get the Spore into, like, Fluttermane, for example, right? You're kind of cooking. Yeah, Miraidon's like 44. Oh, is the stream chat dead again? Okay. Okay. Michael is 5-1 now. We'll update Michael now. Okay, Koraidon use Protect. Shadow Ball into the Protect. Okay. Flare Blitz into Protect, and the Spore is going to go off. He's back in the game, guys. Okay. But he is showing why he dropped Bonnet for Lunala. Look at that. He put the Fluttermane to sleep now. The problem is you don't have clear Amulet, so you are affected by Incineroar's Intimidate if it wants to come back in. Yeah, exactly. Fluttermane in, and he's... Oh, it's tricky. It's tricky, right? Because is the Incineroar going to come in on Koraidon, or is it going to come in on Flutter? Okay, that's tricky. That is very tricky here. Okay, Koraidon, he doesn't want to get intimidated again. All right, Flutter Mane in. Okay. Low kick into the ghost type. Oh, he predicted that beautifully. And now we have one more Spore. That is perfect. Chat, this is America's time. That is perfect. Now the bonnet, like, what does the bonnet even do? I guess you can seed bomb. You seed bomb into Flutter probably. Oh, this is perfect. This is perfect. Well, it's not perfect, but it's good, right? Both of them are put to sleep. Now you have decisions, right? You can, Incineroar might be coming in. Like, how are you handling that? Do you Sucker Punch? Right, what are you doing here? Very tricky decision. I think you might Shadow Ball and Seed Bomb into Flutter. But what if they go to Incineroar there? Oh, he is struggling here. What is he gonna pick? He switched out Koraidon, and he's double targeting the Flutter Mane, which is good. Okay. It woke up. And protected. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. He double attacked into that too. And it woke up. Well, now you can... Ooh, I don't know what you can do here. Okay. We need to channel all of America's energy into this one here. Oh, this is very tricky. It's tough. What do you even do? He's switching out into Koraidon, but he didn't Moonblast. He Shadow Balled, right? The weather's back too. It's a speed booster on Flutter Mane and a defense booster on Bonnet. Okay, Shadow Ball into Koraidon. How much does that do? It does around 45-ish. Flare Blitz into Flutter. Okay. No Flare Blitz burn. Focus Sash. This is tough. This is tough. It's like you're almost there, right? You're almost there, but you're just not quite there enough. You can't even Rage Powder because of the safety goggles either. Yeah, get rid of Koraidon. You're gonna lose your Flutter Mane though. Yeah. So now Koraidon's gonna come in, their Flutter Mane is gonna come in, and here's the thing. If Koraidon protects, then you can Spore the Flutter Mane. But that's kind of an easy predict to make. Right? Koraidon's gonna come in, it's not gonna be intimidated, because like you can't anymore. Flutter Mane on the right. Alright, chat. Type in chat what move you're clicking here. Because you can protect and then Spore the Flutter Mane, or you can just attack the Koraidon. But if you go for that, you might just die to Moonblast, right? No, wait. Oh, but you can Rage Powder too. You can Rage Powder the attack from Flutter Mane off of Koraidon into Brute Bonnet. Right? You can Rage Powder the attack off of Koraidon into Bonnet. All right. This time's running low. Collision Course and Rage Powder. I think that's correct. Helping Hand. Rage Powder, you're going to move the attack onto Bonnet away from Koraidon. Moonblast, it's going to do how much? 91 only, and you have a Citrus Berry. Yeah, okay, this is fine. This is fine now. Close Combat, get rid of Incineroar. And you definitely don't click Decorate into the opponent. Yeah, this is wrapped up. This is wrapped up. You have to be a little careful not to choke, but it's wrapped up. Yep. Yeah, he's playing it safe, right? Because one very bad situation, if you Flame Charge and Rage Powder, what if you get critical hit, right? But if you think about it, right, he dropped Lunala for Brute Bonnet. Can you imagine dropping your Lunala, like your restricted legendary, for a Brute Bonnet? And it actually works brilliantly. Like, look at that, right? It worked perfectly. Yeah, you Flame Charge and you have Sucker Punch on Bonnet, this game's over. But can you imagine you're down 0-1, and you have the balls to drop Lunala. It worked perfectly. Now, Flame Charge, Sucker Punch always wins. Okay, they're tied 1-1 now. What did he do? Yeah, there we go. There we go. 1-1. Is Ugarte 3-3? Yeah, Joe UX9 is 3-3. Let's sort this real quick. Did James Beck win? Let's check. Oh, he won. Yeah, he's 6-0. What about Justin Tang? He also won. 6-0. All right. Okay. Does anyone know what happened to Silva? I know he was eliminated. His round 2 was on stream. His round 2 was on stream where he won that. He went 3-0 into 3-3. Yeah, Marco's out at 3-3. Yep. Saimawi, no, they typically release it at the end of day 1. However, if we have boots on the ground who can let us know what teams people are running, I will update the bottom right corner with those teams if we know. Yeah, 2015 Nationals and Seniors. Dude, I went to high school and undergrad in India, and in India there's no like concept of Pokemon tournaments, right? So I didn't go, but once I moved to the US for my master's degree, then I went to like Pokemon tournaments and stuff. And I had YouTube money to like actually fund it as well, so I wasn't like, you know, leeching off somebody. All right, so he's back to Lunala Chiyu. He's back to Lunala Chiyu. Into Koraidon Flutter. He's just going Koraidon Flutter every time, right? Oh no, actually I think in game 1 he didn't go Koraidon Flutter, did he? But Lunala's back though. And it's tough, right? Because you could get hit by, like, for example, Flame Charge Shadow Ball, and then... And actually, that wouldn't KO Lunala, would it? Yeah, it's tricky. So Heat Wave and Moongeist Beam, is that what he's playing for? Alright, Heat Wave. Moonblast? Into Chiyu, okay. Heat Wave. That's good damage. Flare Blitz, you're going to knock out Chiyu, but Lunala is still alive. Okay. Lunala, Moongeist Beam. There we go. So you've traded. The Fluttermane was honestly really annoying because of how fast it is, right? You've gotten rid of the fastest Pokemon. I think you can be happy about that. You go to Koraidon. Do you think he dropped Calric Shadow again? Do you think he goes to Calric? Do you think he dropped Calric Shadow? No, he didn't. So Koraidon, and here's the thing though. Here's the thing. We know that the Koraidon outspeeds the Calric Shadow. We know that because of game 1, we saw it happen. We know it's like a modest nature Calrix and then a jolly nature Koraidon, for example. I think it's very unlikely for it to be a tie. The EVs would have to be whack for that to happen. Could it be a tie? I don't remember the base speed stats. Right, so he's Terra Firing, is that right? Okay. Terra Fire, Flare Blitz, okay. Yeah, oh, he because we know the Calric Shadow is slower, he's switching it out into Incineroar to bait in the Flare Blitz. Oh, Clefairy. Oh, Clefairy. Clefairy, I think you might be dead, buddy. Clefairy, I think you might be dead. Okay. Here we go. Goodbye. The Clefairy's gone. Now you're opening up a shot onto Koraidon too. But I think the Koraidon might faint. Low kick. It dies. Okay, but now you have your Fluttermane. Your Fluttermane is the fastest Pokemon on the board. All right. All right. Ooh, that lived. But you have a Focus Sash Fluttermane. I think you're just fine, right? Yeah, I think this is over, right? How are you beating Focus Sash Fluttermane? The thing is, here's the thing though. The Calric Shadow has Terra Dark. So you take a Shadow Ball. You take a Shadow Ball, but then you would faint to Moonblast next. Does he have Dazzling Gleam? I don't think he has Dazzling Gleam. This is tricky. This endgame is very tricky now. Yeah, he still has a Terra Dark available on Calric Shadow. You have a lot of options here. The Lunala is still at full health. This is looking good, but you have to find the right line here. It's looking good, but you have to find the right way to play it. Wide Guard. He's looking at Wide Guard. Okay. And then Moonblast. I believe both of the Pokemon have Protect. So you're going to have to get that Predict right. What is he planning here? All right. He Moonblasted and it was Terra Dark. No, never mind. He went for the other Pokemon. I lied. He Moonblasted and it didn't Terra Dark. Okay. Okay. Wide Guard. All right, moment of truth here. Moonblast, no Protect from either of these Pokemon. Psychic. Oh no. Oh no. It's over. Oh, I think he almost had it. Wait a minute. Like, it was predictions, right? If he targeted Koraidon, for example, the Koraidon could have used Protect, right? Yeah. I don't think it was not a throw. It was a prediction. Like you had like there's a world where he attacks Koraidon and Koraidon uses protect, and then we're all like, oh, he threw there, right? But that's not true, right? It was just a prediction. Yeah, but now you always lose to Flame Charge, and you always lose to the combination of Flame Charge, Astral Barrage. No, a wide guard is infinite. Like wide guard happens again and again. Like it's not like protect. You can wide guard infinite. He was playing for choke. Like if you flare blitz and you die to recoil, you're playing for choke, but it's losing because you clicked the right play of flame charge. Yeah, Calric Shadow's so strong. He almost had it at the end too, but he had to get the predictions right. Yeah, it wasn't even, he didn't choke. Like he didn't make I don't think he made like an objective bad play. He just got the predictions wrong. I don't think he made like an objective bad play. Dude, imagine if he brought Bonnet again. Anyway, we'll come back for the interview. Let's take a look at the standings real quick. Okay, so Jude Lee 5-1, Victor Medina 6-0, James Beck 6-0. The game we just watched right now. Justin Tang 6-0. I'm trying to see, is there anyone else I care about? Alex Underhill 5-1. Okay. Oh, Nick Navarre from Smogon's 5-1. Z from Smogon's 5-1 too. Okay. Raghav is 4-2. Ooh, Aurelin got eliminated. Eric Rios got eliminated. Ooh, Ryan from Smogon got eliminated too. Who else are we? Andrew Zhang, is that Cybertron's brother, or is it someone different? Oh, last year's finalist, 3-3. Wolf Glick 4-2. Paul Chua 4-2. Joe UX9 3-3. Riley Factura 3-3. Marco 3-3. Gavin 3-3. Ooh, there's a lot of big names who are eliminated. Yeah, a lot of big names eliminated. Oh yeah, it's Aaron Zhang. Oh yeah, Andrew Zhang's the other one. He brought Terapagos to one of the regionals. They made finals, yeah. No, it is like this happens pretty much every world championship, to be honest. I feel like every world championship, there's more good players than there are places in the top 16, right? So people are going to get eliminated. Yeah, next round is going to be pretty soon. That would be a while. James Beck World Championship. I'm down for that. I'm down for a James Beck World Championship. Definitely down for that. Yeah, Aaron and Brendan. Yeah. How many make day 2? It is only based on the record of 6-2. I believe that's around 40 people, like 30 to 40 people, I think. Yeah, all people who are 6-2 make it. It's a year of the Tang Gang. Oh yeah, Yeah, Slimesicle, like, ever since he got the invite off of the Nuzlocke Invitational, hosted by Point Crow and Pokemon Challenges, right? He's been cruising. The games have been pretty easy for him. We don't know what Team Wolf brought yet, but there's a rumor of Lunala Koraidon. No, I think it was a good gesture from the Pokemon Company to allow him to bring his Nuzlocke team. I thought it was interesting. It was controversial, right? A lot of people were mad about it. But I think it was brave. I think it was brave to allow him to bring the Nuzlocke team to the tournament. Hopefully round 7 should be pretty soon. Hopefully. Okay, I would bet on Wolf making it to day 2. I would bet on it. I would bet that he's 4-2 right now. I would bet that he goes 6-2. I would bet on it. Oh, pairings are up. Let's check. Let's check. Oh, they are up. Okay. Okay, chat, we have Victor Medina, Justin Tang, James Beck into Mao, okay. Alex Underhill into player from Taiwan, okay. Michael Kelch into Jen Chow from Taiwan, okay. Where's Wolf? That's the one I'm interested in. Wolf against Joseph Martin from the UK. I'm not familiar with them, okay. Who else are we looking for? James, Michael. Who's Michael playing? Yeah, Jen Chow, okay. Nick Navarre from Smogon. Oh, this is a big one. Z into James Evans. Okay. Oh, let's look at the elimination games. Who might get eliminated? Where's 4-2? Okay, Aaron Brock, Gabriel, Niels Dunlop, Taryn Birdie. Okay, Chuppa Cross at 4-2. That could be a big game. Who else are we looking for here? Nobody really notable at 4-2. I'm trying to figure this out. Oh, Paul Chu at 4-2. There's no highlight matchups at 4-2, I don't think. Oh, Agati's playing at 4-2. No real highlight matchup. I'm interested what game they put on stream next. Yeah, Wolf versus Joseph Martin, who I'm not familiar with. Will Pokegame MD win Worlds next year? Yeah, Wolf is 4-2. Oh yeah, where's Luca? Let's check where Luca is. Luca... Hold on. Luca is 5-1. Luca is 5-1. I think they might put a no. I think more than a 5-1 game, they might put a 4-2 game on stream. No. I don't think they're gonna put a Wolf game next. I think they're gonna put a Wolf game at 5-2. Like if Wolf is 5-2, I think they're gonna play Wolf's game if that happens. If that happens, they'll do it. For now, though, I think they'll pick a different 4-2 game. I don't think they pick 6-0, would they? I don't know if they pick. I don't know what they plan on doing here. Yeah. Just to clarify, guys, to qualify for the World Championship, you either had to be top 75 in your region, for example, North America, and I think smaller regions have like a smaller, like top 50 maybe, top 75 North America, or top 2 in the Nuzlocke Invitational, hosted by Point Crow and Pokemon Challenges. You had to be one of those two to qualify for the Pokemon World Championship. Now, in the Pokemon World Championship, you have to finish 6-2 or better to make it to day 2. So Wolf at 4-2, if he loses one more, he's out, right? 6-2 is what you need. 6-2 is what you need. Okay, EU and North America were top 75. LA and Oceania, Latin America and Oceania were top 50. Okay, okay. Yeah, I think they're gonna put a 4-2 game on stream. I think they would pick 4-2. I think they would pick 4-2. I'll be honest, right? Like, when you go to Worlds, besides competing, right, there's a lot of, like, stuffed animals and, like, different Pokemon events. I feel like I've outgrown it, you know? Like, I don't give a shit about, like, a Pikachu plushie, you know what I mean? Like, I don't get excited. Like, oh my god, there's a new collectible, you know, Reshiram plushie. I'm not into that, right? So for me, the Pokemon World Championship isn't that interesting besides the tournament itself, right? Because they have a lot of different fun events, like side events they call them, but I am not interested in them at all. But they do have a lot of really cool stuff, right? Did I make a prediction before the tournament? I think if I had to predict any one individual, I would predict Wolf. Oh yeah, they have a ZA demo too. But to be honest, even like the mainline Pokemon games, they're kind of boring to me. Like, I enjoyed Scarlet Violet, but I also recognize that the target demographic is like 8-year-olds, you know what I mean? So I was like okay with a lot of the plot not being, you know, relevant for me, you know what I mean? Dude, imagine unlimited restricted. That would be fun. Like, imagine Ubers, right? Like, Smogon Ubers, but in VGC format. That would be fun. When are the Run and Bun streams? I played Run and Bun at the beginning, but it felt way too grindy. Like, you would put all this effort to beat, like, the Team Aqua grunt, and it was like, oh my god, I have to do that again. It wasn't fun to me, because it became more spreadsheet simulator than, like, exploring and, you know, what I traditionally like of an RPG, right? Which is, like, it has its place, right? But it felt too grindy to be fun for me. Like, I wanted it in, like, a small enough dose, or, like, a little lock where it's like, oh, I'm doing something really, really cool, right? It wasn't fun for me, though. That's my thing. You want to return to the 2010 style format where there's up to 4 restricted? I didn't know that was even a thing. That's funny. Yeah, Marco Silva is eliminated, correct. It's fun to watch, like, a highlighted stream of somebody playing Run and Bun. But to be in the trenches with a calculator for a couple of hours, it's not as fun when you have to do it again and again and again. Yeah, I agree. Run and Bun streams are not interesting to me, but Run and Bun, like, especially when it's like you're spending 30 minutes on a turn, it's like, that's cool. Like, that's interesting for you, but I just want to see the next move, you know what I mean? That's kind of it for me. Pokemon Snakewood? Is that even good? Pokemon Team Rocket Edition is fun. I don't know if you guys have ever played that before. Yeah. Okay. I was at the Hartford Regionals in 2023. I started 2-2 and I went 7-2. I did that at Hartford, which is obviously very different from the World Championship. But I did go from 2-2 to 7-2 at the Hartford Regionals in 2023. Yeah, Pokemon Team Rocket Edition was really fun. Like, the story was good. Ordinarily, fan games don't have a good story because it's, you know, believe it or not, it's tough to write. But it was actually a good story. Running on Vibes is back in a big way for Nuzlocking. I think that's my favorite way to Nuzlock. Play it on Vibes. You've been watching Peachal do the Drayano Gauntlet, and it's the worst content he's ever done. Yeah, even Poker Rogue has okay story. Does Poker Rogue even have a story? What's the story? It's like an endless gauntlet, right? I haven't heard anything about Poker Rogue in like a year. It was like a trend that lasted a couple of months, but it's gone now. I don't think I've heard that game in a long time. Oh, I remember half-level Cap Platinum. The future of Pokemon is I think they're gonna move away from turn-based combat into more live-action combat like Pokemon Z8. That's my theory. My theory is they're gonna move to that style of combat. 5K is a lot. Yeah, 5K... Well, I imagine not concurrent, right? But 5K is a lot. Just pick daily players. It's a lot, yeah. I've been a big fan of Fire Emblem. That's one of my go-to RPG games. It's difficult enough, and it feels a little bit more mature. It's like than Pokemon, right? It's not like an adult thing, but it's still more mature than Pokemon. I like Fire Emblem a little bit more. What is my favorite regulation of Gen 9? Well, I played like A to D, then I took a long break. So out of the ones I remember, I liked B. I like B and C, I think. I like B and C. Fire Emblem Awakening got me into the franchise. Yeah, oh, it's Justin Tang. Oh, they are showing the 6-0 matchup. All right, let's tune back in. All right, Tang Gang. Oh, there's a Smeargle. Okay, it's like your caloric... Oh, there's a Jumpluff, though. No, there are stakes, right? Because your record carries over to day 2. There are stakes. All right, chat. We have to root for Jumpluff, I think. All right, chat. Can we get a W Jumpluff? I'm a big Jumpluff fan. I used it before. I think it's fun. This is just like your Calric, Shadow, Zamazenta, all the good Pokemon on one team, right? Smeargle, Raging Bolt, Rillaboom, Incineroar. Only thing it's missing is Urshifu. Okay, it's Life Orb Calyrex, alright. So it's like Astral Barrage, Psychic, Terra Dark, okay. No. Sleep Powder is dishonorable. If it's on a Venusaur, you know, shame on you. But if it's on a Jumpluff, you know, you're welcome. You're welcome to the party. All right. What happened to the other coach with the sick mustache? Or the other judge? Alright, show us the Jumpluff moveset. I want to figure out, I want to know what it has. Alright, Groudon. Okay, Jumpluff, Sleep Powder, Pollen Puff, Encore, Tailwind. Okay. Scarf, Chi-Yu. And you have that Leech Calyrex. Yeah, you have the Leech Seed Calyrex. You have the AV Groudon. Groudon's interesting, right? Groudon's really interesting. Like, it's instead of Koraidon, you're using Groudon. It's very underrated. I think Groudon's usage is 7%, which is really low. So, but there is a Groudon here. Yeah. Okay, if Wolf goes to 5-2, I guarantee he is going to be on stream. I guarantee he's going to be on stream at 5-2. Sleep Powder is 75% accurate, Spore is 100. So Spore is significantly better. No, honestly though, I don't really like that team. I feel like you're relying on so many inaccurate moves, aren't you? Are you? Like Sleep Powder, Precipitous Blades. I feel like that's a lot of inaccuracy to be comfortable with, right? I don't know. Obviously, I've never played with the team before. But I feel like... So your record does carry over. So if you qualify for day 2, but your record still carries over. Hold on, I'm looking at the featured match here. Is this Wolf? No, it's not Wolf. Okay, it's Alex versus somebody. Okay, we'll go back here. Okay, here we are. Calyrex Incineroar into Raging Bolt Chi-Yu. Okay. Is it Terra Ghost Chi-Yu? I don't remember. Yeah, the fact that he has Stone Edge for Ho-Oh is really annoying if you're a Ho-Oh player. So Protect, and Parting Shot. So no Fake Out. Ooh, no Fake Out from Incineroar. Heat Wave. That's gonna do like 40, okay. And now a Thunderbolt coming in. Does that kill? Almost. Paralyzed. Oh, don't full para. Don't full para. Okay, no full para. But that could come back to haunt him later in the game. Because that full para is always looming. Like, Incineroar just... Oh, but Smeargle's in the game now. Smeargle's in the game. Moody. Dude, I hate Moody. It didn't activate here, but imagine that Smeargle gets a speed boost on Moody. You also have Fake Out coming in as well from Smeargle, potentially. Yeah, so Chi-Yu is scared of Fake Out. It's going by. Okay, Jumpluff in the game. Protect. Okay. Protect, and the Jumpluff can now Encore, like, protects. It's immune to Spore as well. Oh, the Jumpluff doing its job. And the Smeargle dropping its defense. Okay. The Jumpluff doing its job here. But what's going to happen now? Yeah, Bolt coming out into Groudon. Now Jumpluff activates Chlorophyll, so Jumpluff's speed is now doubled. and it encores Calrix into Protect. Yeah, so the Calrix is now forced to protect every single turn because of Encore. But Groudon goes to sleep. Okay. Tailwind, Encore, both have Chlorophyll, right? I think it's typing, maybe? Actually, I don't know. Is it Pollen Puff, maybe? Pollen Puff could be the reason why. Oh, Slimesicle! Slimesicle is now 7-0. Yeah, so the Calyrex has to... So Groudon's going to try and wake up here, I think. They're just going to stay in to try and wake up. Yeah, Intimidate, Incineroar. It encores Smeargle into Spore, so it can't do anything now. Yeah, laid away. You scared me when you said 4 and 3. I'm like, oh no. Oh, Smeargle got this speed boost, but it's still locked into Spore right now. Do you think Pollen Puff knocks out Incineroar? Smeargle's too fast. Look at that. Sleep Powder. But Incineroar is going to be able to Flare Blitz Jump Bluff. I guess that's fine, though. Groudon still asleep. Flare Blitz coming in. So you're going to trade. Both are going to get knocked out here. Both are going to get knocked out here. But he did hit the Sleep Powder into Smeargle here. Moody. Defense rose sharply. Special defense fell. Okay. Wait, you'll notice Justin didn't bring his second legendary. He only brought Groudon. He dropped his second legendary. That's interesting, you know? Okay. Like, he brought Groudon. He didn't bring a second legendary. Okay, Body Press, and then the Smeargle has to try and wake up too. Smeargle fast asleep, okay. Body Press, how much is that doing? Ooh, that's around 50. Groudon, wake up. You need to wake up, Groudon. Into Smeargle, bring it down to 1. And you're playing for the late game Scarf Chi-Yu. You're playing for the late game Scarf Chi-Yu. Oh, the Smeargle's speed is rising too. Okay. Here we go. Here we go. Protect, okay. Smeargle did not wake up. Now Groudon. Will Groudon wake up? Oh, it did critical hit. So I think that was a roll. It was right around 50. So the crit is bad. I think it maybe or may have not KO'd. Sunlight runs out too. Moody, special attack, defense drop. All right, you have to hope the Smeargle stays asleep. If it wakes up, you're in a lot of trouble. Yep, if it wakes up, you're in a lot of trouble. Okay, Smeargle. Wait, is the Smeargle on 3 turns? I wasn't keeping track. I wasn't keeping track. I wasn't keeping track. Is it 3? Okay, it did wake up. Maybe it was 3. Okay. Spore. God, that's so fast. The fact that it's faster than Scarf Chiyu is really annoying. Oh no! I was protected. I thought it dodged. Okay. Yeah, the fact that the Smeargle is faster than Scarf Chiyu is ridiculous, right? Like, Moody is so annoying. Special attack rose. Oh! The speed fell. The speed fell. So that could be good news for Chiyu. It could be good news for Chiyu. Nah. Yeah, he forfeited. The reason was because Smeargle always uses Follow Me there. And protects the Zamazenta. Oh yeah, it was still +3? Okay, then yeah. Never mind. False alarm. Yeah, it was cooked. Yeah. That is... Moody is... Moody does Moody things, you know? Yeah, that's part of the game. Yeah, it got 2 speed boosts in a row. Yeah. So it got to +4, then it dropped 1 to +3. But at that point, you're already faster than Choice Scarf Chiyu. So you're just frying everything with Spore. Yeah, you're just sporing everything at that point because you're so much faster than everything. I think Smogon bans Moody in their formats even after the nerf. But that's different because it's a single battle. He's 3-2? That's awesome, yeah. Okay, here we go. Game number 2. Chiyu Flutter into Calyrex Incineroar. So we saw this in game 1. So you're threatening Fake Out. Incineroar is threatening Fake Out, and it's kind of obvious, right? So you should switch out of Fake Out. But we saw he didn't Fake Out both last game because he would. So now he's going for it. Now he's going for Astral Barrage Fake Out. Yep. Okay, Astral Barrage Fake Out. What is Raging Bolt up to here? Probably a Thunderbolt, but into what? Oh, that got fried. That died in 1 hit. Are you kidding me? That is ridiculous damage. Life Orb? Damn. Have you ever seen a Raging Bolt die in 1 hit? I don't think I have. That was insane. That is Life Orb. It might be a Modest Natured too. No. My guess is he would have calced for that, but that might have been a Modest Nature. That was ridiculous damage. Like, when I saw that damage, I thought it was a crit. That is crazy. Oh, it was Beads of Ruin. She used Beads of Ruin, acted against Raging Bolt. That's what happened. Oh, he got betrayed by his Chiyu. He got betrayed by his Chiyu. That was nasty damage. Whoa. Yeah, now you have Astral Barrage, and you have... Can't you Fake Out the Groudon? Guess it doesn't matter. Oh no, you Wide Guard for Heat Wave. Yeah. It does not get wiped anymore. I think in the past, it might have gotten wiped, but now it doesn't. Your record continues over. Okay. Alright, Groudon. You are a Fire type now. Oh, he's going for Terra Fire Fire Punch to get out of Wide Guard and still get the knockout. Yeah, so he's avoiding Wide Guard, but if you don't have Stab, then your Fire Punch isn't strong enough. Critical hit. Oh no. Oh no. That was Assault Vest. Oh no. I mean, to be fair, you were getting wiped by that. Okay, but do you have a chance, right? If you can, your jump left can spore faster than anybody, right? So you spore the right Pokemon, you start hitting overheats into every... I don't know, man. It's tough. It's tough. Okay, and we're receiving a report that Wolf is 1-1. And it's that we're receiving a report from live from the ground that Wolf is 1-1. He is one game away from being eliminated in that best of 3. Yeah, wrap it up. All right. That game was tough. That game was tough. Okay, we're gonna go back to Wolf Watch here. Let me update the standings real quick. Go back to Wolf Watch. Okay. Can we find Wolf Glick anywhere? The game is still going on here. The game is still going on at 4-2, but we have on the ground reporting that the series is 1-1 right now between the two. So we don't have live footage. I don't think we have anywhere to watch it live. Maybe we have a live footage. Let's check if we have a live cam anywhere. I don't think we do. We do not know. There's a guy live tweeting the match. Wait, Matthew, put me on. What's his name? What's his name? At DC2LA. Let me see if I can find that. DC2LA, there's like a ton of them. Oh, there's a thing at the end. Okay, my bad. World's Wolf Insider. Hold on. Okay. Chat, we're moving to Twitter cam. We're moving to Twitter cam. Match 3 commenced. Wolf is down to his last 2 mon, but finally takes it out. Another crazy read by Wolf. Okay. Why is there like one Wolf Insider who we're just like watching now? Match 3 commit. Oh, this is ridiculous. Okay. All right, this is our Wolf cam right now. I think we're gonna have to pause Wolf cam a little bit here. This is not optimal viewing experience right now. Now, dude, I don't know if back in the day where you had to like get text message analysis from everything. Dude, imagine if all the games were just like watchable though. There's another live. This is like the backup cam here. This is Alex Underhill and we're live. Oh, this is a good game. We could watch this one. Alex Underhill versus Wei Shear from Taiwan. Okay, this is a 6-0 match. We can watch this one. There's a Volcarona, which is cool. Yeah, the phone cam stream at a Smash tourney. No, there is a multi-stream. This is the second stream right now. It's between Alex Underhill and Wei Cheer. This is the second stream. Records are wrong. They're 5-1. Yeah, these records are wrong. I remember Alex is 5-1. But we're seeing Miraidon come back in. Okay. Miraidon Volcarona? Yeah, they're both 5-1. Okay. Yo, what's this music? It's going kind of hard. Raghav eliminated? Oh, that's tough. Yeah, no, watching two dudes you've never heard of trying to make it out of pools at 480p. No, that is... dude, back in like 2000s, right? That's how life was, you know? You just had to do it. Okay, Maridon Volt... we don't know the game context, though, to be able to comment, like, effectively, but... Wait, okay, I'm gonna refresh the tweeting account on my end and report back to you. Wolf gets the first knockout. Opponent has set up an arena trap type attack. What the fuck? Why am I doing this? What am I doing? You're reloading the Wolf Watcher account every 5 minutes? Dude, like, if you don't have internet, you know how you have to get, like, the radio, like, play-by-play? What does it even mean? What does arena trap type attack mean? What does this mean? Wolf gets the first knockout. Opponent has set up an arena trap type attack. What does this mean? What? Okay, I guess we just keep refreshing until we get more info. How long has he been doing this? Wait, has he been doing it the whole He's been doing it the entire time? Okay. Wolfmon gets knocked out. It's 3-3. Let's drop a like. Let's drop a follow, too. It's 3-3 in match 3. Oh, man, this is pinnacle. This is the peak of entertainment right now. We have to scoreboard watch the tweet guy. What is do you think arena trap? Do you think he's getting Paris trapped? No, this is F5 season, man. This is F5 season. You know how when free agency starts in the NBA and you're just like refreshing for all the trades and signings? This is what we're doing. We're F5 season now. Okay, meanwhile, I think there's a forfeit happening in this game over here. What is arena trap style? We're in off-season watch right now. Oh, so this game's back to 1-1. This game could be interesting. This is back to 1-1 here. Dude, I wish I was Shams, dude. Did you know the saddest thing? I was reading like the Waj retirement thing where he talked about his health, right? And the final line of the article about his health was like, it was something very tragic. It was very sad. Like, no one gave a shit. Like, he did all of that, but when he was unhealthy, they just like, okay, whatever. We're looking at Shams now. Wolfie got sand tombed? Okay, no further updates. It's Wolfiemon got knocked out. It's 3-3 in match 3. We don't know Wolf's team. We don't know Wolf's team. All right, Wolf. Oh my God, there's an update. There's an update. Insane move by Wolf gets the double knockout. Shoutouts Wiz Khalifa. Okay, if he gets, that means he pretty much won, right? I think he's going to be 5-2. I think he's going to be 5-2 probably, right? Dude, the chat got so active at Wolf. All right, so Wolf is apparently 5-2. And we're receiving reports that Michael Kelch is 6-1. Let's take a look at the other pairings too. You tried the Khalifa Kush in Amsterdam, it was good. I don't know, maybe I will. The other games are still ongoing, a lot of them, so... other game, James Beck is still 6-0 right now. Wolf 1. All right, it looks like Wolf won. It looks like Wolf won. It looks like Wolf won. Yeah, he has a 3-1 lead in game 3. He looks like Wolf won. Looks like Wolf won. Looks like Wolf won. Oh, Wolf won, he tweeted too? Okay, Wolf is 5-2. I think very likely his match is going to be streamed right now. Very likely his match is going to be streamed. I think very likely they're going to stream Wolf. Yeah, and Slimesicle is still undefeated. He is also 7-0. Yeah, so I think Wolf should be in the finals now. All right, he should. They like behind the scenes, right? How do they decide which game to stream? They literally just pick the one they think is going to be the most interesting. That's literally how it works. So I'm pretty sure it's going to be Wolf for 5-2. I'm pretty sure it's going to be Wolf. So we're still watching. This is like the previous round game, but we're still watching this one. Afterwards, we'll have the Wolf game. We don't have Wolf. Slimesicle's running, I think, Cosmion. I don't remember exactly how you pronounce it, but like Cosmoian. So he's running that. Cosmoian Mewtwo, I think, is what Slime's running. And Wolf is allegedly running Lunala Koraidon. The stream does not have delay, no. No, I definitely think Wolf is going to be streamed at 5-2. Oh, is my stream down or what? Uh-oh. I'll pivot back here, maybe? Oh, this one's live. Okay. Okay. So we're waiting on the Wolf game to happen next. Okay. It says 150. So in 150 we're going to have the Wolf game, apparently. Lunala Koraidon. Okay. All right. We've heard enough. I think we can confirm it is Lunala Koraidon. Okay. So people can just stop asking. Well, not that I don't want them to ask, but so that they know. He's running Lunala Koraidon. Okay. Yeah, watching a streamer, watching a Twitter account, watching a Pokemon match. That is the state of the NBA right now. I am a Golden State Warriors fan, but I've been a fan since the Andres Biedrins era. You know, I've been a fan way before. I was a fan of Monta Ellis, so I'm a Golden State Warriors fan. He wasn't allowed to run Fling Mewtwo. It was like a contractual dispute. He wasn't allowed to do it. But Andrew Ding is 3-3. Oh, David Lee, dude. If David Lee, I remember when he got traded from the Knicks, man. He was good. Dude, I remember. Dude, I was an idiot. I was like, why did we get rid of Manta? But it was a good trade in the end. But chat's broken again. Okay. He's running self-fling Lychee Berry. Dude, I remember back in the day, Steph used to get injured way too often. It was kind of like, is he gonna show up, you know? Pairings are not up for round 8, not yet. James is running Calric, Shadow, and Koraidon with Regieleki and Volcarona. That's interesting. We haven't seen a lot of Regieleki. Oh, no. He wanted to do 5 mons. Again, the contractual dispute. He had to pick a 6th one. But as a form of protest, he picked Cosmion. Dude, Regieleki is actually cool. Yeah, we're just waiting for the next round, which should be a Wolf game. No, the Regis are not restricted. Their stats aren't good enough. Restricted is like for the really strong. Like Kyogre, Rayquaza, right? That's restricted. Your Regielekis, they don't really count. What are the new Regis lore? Do they even have lore? Yeah, what is the Regi lore? Yeah, the lore is we wanted to make more of them, so here you go. Oh, the Pokemon Korea channel is streaming different games? Isn't Twitch banned in Korea? Are they like using YouTube probably? I guess that's probably what. Regig... I don't think Regigigas is restricted, is it? Maybe it is, I don't remember. Oh, they're watching the Alex Underhill game. No, do you remember back in the day they had guidebooks for Pokemon? So you would go to the library, get the guidebook, and one of the guidebooks had like Braille in them to teach you how to solve it. Yeah. We might have a Wolf. I'm pretty sure for round 8 we're gonna have Wolf. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, Wolf 5 and 2. Those books were actually goated back in the day. Before like the internet, right? You had to get those books if you wanted to figure things out. Like, I would remember going to Barnes & Noble just to read the book. That way I could figure out where I'm missing my Pokemon, etc. This is double restricted. I don't remember if it's Regulation J or not, but it is double restricted, yep. Yeah, this game's Miraidon down. Yeah, sure, right? J has mythical, it's I. Yeah. I think even if you could read the Braille, figuring out what to do would have been way too hard, I think. Paul Ruiz eliminated. Do we have more information? I think that a lot of games are still ongoing. We don't have new information for a lot of stuff. We have Michael Derbest is 6-1. Luca Sarabelli is 6-1. Jude Lee is 6-1. Giovanni Costa is eliminated. Chuppa Cross is 5-2. Yeah, that's about it. There's a couple people 5-2. Okay. Yeah, I don't know why his height's relevant. Oh, imagine we get Choppa versus Wolf. That would be a banger for sure. How do I feel about Ho-Oh gaming? I was not a Ho-Oh believer at first, but now I'm kind of a fan. The thing is, I don't like Sacred Fire as a move. That 50% to burn is so annoying. Federico is also out. In fact, Federico was eliminated before Marco. Paul Chua is out. Yeah, Wolf is 5-2. We have that on our board as well. I mean, I feel I'm a Wolf fan. Oh, right. Wait, chat. Should we cheer for Wolf or should we hate watch him? Let me know. What do you guys think? Cheer for Wolf or hate watch him? Which one? I'm pretty sure it's going to be Wolf next. Yeah, I think there's a lot of Wolfie fans here. Yeah, we'll cheer for him. Yeah. You like Wolf, but hate watching his fun? Shibs, I was just real busy. It's a lot of effort to like travel and stuff, so I was kind of like, maybe not this year. So I did 23, I didn't do 24 and 25, but I'm planning to play again in 26. There's one, like this, it's like 90% cheering, 10% hate watching. Okay, we're gonna have to figure out our chants, right? When something good happens, right? We need the screen to be like full of like reactions, right? 5-hour Wolf video by February, cheering and hating at the same time. My favorite part about VGC is going to meet my friends in real life. The worst part is the literal going, that you have to, you know, book flights typically, or you have to drive a long way. That's kind of annoying. Round 8 should be soon, allegedly, but we're still waiting on round 7 to end. Wolfie Con Parish, yeah. No, I think you can't pour honey on the wolf, right? You have to pour honey on the jote. No, we have a couple of emoji options here. Like, if you look at, like, you know how YouTube chat has emoji options, right? There are some emojis we have that we can use here. We have like the bro emojis is kind of a general one. We have the pain emoji, we have the cringe emoji, and we have the angry emoji. So we have a couple of emojis to choose from. Yeah, there we go. We got angry Jigglypuff. Okay, that's kind of bad that they don't show in the chat on the screen. No! Some of the emojis are James Beck lost? Beck? Ooh, is he down to 6-1 now? Yeah, James Beck did lose. He is 6-1 right now. Justin Tang also 6-1. Ooh. All right. Emojis are now banned because apparently they don't... Okay, instead of using an emoji, simply do an all caps of your emotion. So like an LOL or a pain right? Whatever it is, cringe, whatever it is. We don't have the emoji situation sorted out. No more emojis, banned, emojis banned. There we go, happy, XD. Hungry, there we go. No anxiety and depression. No. Wolfie can't perish. How many more rounds left for day one? Literally 1 round left. It's 8 rounds for day one. It's 8 rounds for day one. Oh, no, we should bring back the OG emoticons. Do you remember like N underscore N? Do you remember that? N underscore N? Then there was, what's the other one? We need to bring back those emojis. Yeah, there we go. Oh, yeah. Do you remember the, oh, these go way back, but back before we had actual emojis. To enter day 2, he needs to be 6-2, and he's 5-2 right now. Yeah, so Wolf needs to win. Yeah, there we go. This is what we need. We need to send our energy to Wolf and the stream. Wait, what if Wolf gets matched into the Ho-Oh player? Are you still gonna root for Wolf even against the Ho-Oh player? There's only one Ho-Oh in the entire tournament, apparently. Oh, is the Ho-Oh 6-1? Then never mind then. The wolf emoji shows on chat? What's the wolf emoji? The Ho-Oh is your typical Tailwind, Sacred Fire, Brave Bird, and I believe Recover or Protect, one of the two. You'll root for the player who mogs the other? Oh, the wolf emoji? Oh, the wolf emoji does show up. Okay, so we do have wolf emoji. Wait, but I can't have the wolf emoji in the Freeze Eye chat, right? That's kind of like no bueno, you know? Now we need a pivot. Like, we can't have the wolf emoji. We need like a Ho-Oh emoji. Okay, the goat emoji. The ice cube emoji. Okay, guys, we're still in round 7. We're still waiting for the We're still waiting for the next round to start. We have a Ho-Oh emoji. Oh, we do have a Ho-Oh emoji. We have revolutionized the emoji technology landscape. But what if there's no Ho-Oh in the next match? Then we kind of wasted the emoji, right? Did you guys think about that? The wash hands emoji? Wait, you cannot find an emoji for every Pokemon, okay? Find an emoji for Kricketune. There's no way you can find an emoji for Kricketune. No way. You can't find an emoji for every Pokemon. Okay, that was too easy. Cricket was too easy, okay? That was too easy. Okay, no, that's on me. That was too easy. Okay. I bet you can't find an emoji for... Oh, okay, okay. Emoji for Ditto. Yeah, I bet you can't find an emoji for Ditto. Bet you can't find an emoji for Ditto. The reflection, the copier. Oh, there's like a pink blob. Okay. But that doesn't show up on the screen. Oh, there's like a pink. Oh, there's like a circle. Okay. I guess maybe there is a Ditto. Okay. Kyogre is easy. Kyogre is a whale. Kyogre is a whale. Kyogre is not a big deal. Okay. Groudon. You cannot find an emoji for Groudon. Also, Alex Underhill won. W for Alex Underhill. Big fan of his work. He won, right? Is the replay? I'm pretty sure he won, right? Yeah, Alex won. This is a replay. Oh, the battle room? I've been watching a lot of the battle room lately. It's kind of funny. Every time he does a video about Wolf, it goes like really viral, like relatively. And then he does like a regular video, it doesn't do as well. But I've been watching a lot of the battle room lately. Round 8 pairings are up. Okay, let me check if that's true. They are up. Okay, chat. This is going to be a big one. The round 8 pairings are up. We have 2 Japanese players. Okay. James Beck into Joji from Australia. Okay. Michael Kelch into Z from Smogon. This is going to be a big game. Okay. Jude Lee. Okay. Keep scrolling. Where's Wolf? 5 and 2. Choppa into... Is that Korea, I think? Yep. Wolf Glick into Marcus Dion. Oh, I'm a friend of Marcus. Oh, man. Wolf Glick into Marcus Dion. That's going to be a very interesting game. I shared an Airbnb with Marcus 2 years ago. Oh, I have to root for Marcus now. He's my friend. Okay, I have to root for Marcus now. It's not that I hate Wolf, but I have to root for the other guy. Yeah, Wolf on stream confirmed. There was no way it wasn't confirmed. Like, he would always be the final game. Okay. I have to root for Marcus. I have to. He's my friend. So I have to root for Marcus. So I won't be hate watching, but I will be hate watching. You know what I mean? I will be Marcus fanboying here. Wait a minute, but the other angle is America versus Canada. I hate Canada, right? I love America. So I can't root for a Canadian, can I? Oh, I just received word Slimesicle has already won his match. He will finish 8-0 heading into day 2. Just received word from our on-the-ground reporter. I have to be neutral. Being neutral isn't fun. Like, imagine something cool happens and you have to be like, well, if you look at it from the other perspective, it wasn't cool. Like, I have to pick a side. It's more fun if I pick a side. Yeah, Slimesicle, he's doing like a dual pairing, right? He's playing VGC and TCG at the same time. So when he he has to finish one, and before he gets disqualified for like arriving late, he moves to the other game. So he has to win really quickly, which is very impressive from him. Yeah, being neutral is for the commentators. If you want a neutral showing, go watch Aaron Zhang and Rosemary Kelly, right? But if you want the real raw analysis here. You gotta watch my stream instead. No, but it's very difficult because he has to win quickly to avoid the late penalty, right? So that's he's like doing one game and then quickly running over to the next. Okay, chat. You guys can be Wolfie fans. I want to be a Marcus Dion fan. It is what it is. USA, USA. Wait, is Slimesicle live right now? Wait, is Slimesicle live right now? He is live right now. Wait, if Slimesicle is live right now on Twitch, do you think he knows that he's 8-0 at the World Championship? Well, I don't want to disturb him in his run. You guys can go talk to him if you want to, but no. I'm locked in. I'm locked in on the game, the tournament. Chat, can we get a W for Matt Hansen? Welcome to the channel. Very much appreciated for you supporting the channel right now. Chat, can we get a W, Matt Hansen? His live is pre-recorded. His live is pre-recorded. That would explain everything. Yep. What is this? Is a replay, right? The game that's on screen right now. We need Slimesicle as a co-commentator. I think he's busy right now preparing for the actual tournament. Wait. Let me tune into Slimesicle's stream. What is he playing right now? Okay. Yeah, he's 8-0 and he's still prepping. I've been watching a lot of K3 Soju lately too. Yeah, I feel like VGC has grown a lot since Pokemon Sword and Shield. We're live, right? We're on live timer. Yeah, okay. There's one more round today. Is Slimesicle Ludwig's friend? How should I know that, man? Yeah. This is the final round. Just the final round. We need one more round, and then we're done for the day. I want to start the game. I'm trying to convince the streamers to start the game, but we have to prepare. They have to get ready. Yeah, Wolf needs one more win. Chat's broken again. I hate Streamlabs. I have to fix this. Derek, I will be back tomorrow after 5. No, it's Saturday. Yeah, Saturday I'll be back. Yeah, Saturday I'll be back. Yeah. No, I'm not Ludwig friend. Well, I talked to him like briefly, but I'm not his friend. Yeah, I think it's a lot of factors that led to the growth of VGC, right? Can we spam refresh the Wolfie Insider account? I don't know what happened to Judy. No, I don't run a secret hate account. Not true. I want to see Wolf too, but it's taking forever, man. This is an inherent problem of like the Pokemon streaming, is that there's so much downtime in between games, right? It is what it is, you know? He got paired 3 Pachirisus. He can't do much. He was running a Mewtwo Perish Trap team? I don't think he revealed Wolf's Pokemon. No, I don't think he did that. What should you do on a Friday night in New York City? The last time I went to New York City, I was with my family, so I couldn't give you a good answer for that. Judy had a team sheet error. Oh, team sheet errors are the worst, man. I had one of those at one point as well. Like, I just had, like, the wrong stat. Like, instead of, like, speed 173, I had, like, 273 or something, right? But they gave me, like, a warning. So I was, like, okay with it. Team sheet errors happen if you make a mistake. And, you know, like, human error, right? I can imagine every tournament it happens to one person, probably. Like, that's the error rate. Yeah, I think it is confirmed Wolfie on stream. They typically give you a game loss if it's like a mind. I don't know the exact punishment, but you either get a game loss or like a full round loss, depending on how severe it was. Okay, they've revealed the rankings, which means they should be revealing the next match soon, hopefully. IV, EV, and stats. Don't. So you have 2 team sheets. One team sheet is for the judges, one team sheet is for you, for the opponent, right? So the one for the judges will have your exact stats on it. Obviously your opponent won't have the one with the exact stats on it. It'll only have the moves and like, the moves and the, and like the abilities and stuff, yeah. Yeah, sometimes they would ban your Pokemon too. A lot of different things can happen, yeah. Scarf Zard? It depends on the metagame. I think it's fine on a Sun team, though. Like, at that point, like, you're gonna need your Hatterene and your Grape Tusk, right? But that's already a given. Montana Mott sounds like the main character in a romance novel. That made me laugh, man. Good morning? What do you mean good morning? Where argue that it's morning? Okay, we're gonna have the wolf next. Oh, it's morning right now in Southeast Asia too? Oh yeah, it must be like 3 a.m. in Europe, right? Yeah. Oh man, all the Wolf fans staying up late to watch him. That's dedication. My current front runner. Oh, there it is, Wolf into Marcus. There we are. Oh, EU gang. All right, hopefully the game starts. It should be starting soon, right? No, this is a different Marcus, right? This is Marcus Dion, not his best friend Marcus Haman or Hammond. I don't know how to say it. Marcus Statter. I don't have a favorite Pokemon battle song. Oh, can we get lip read? I guess I could just turn the volume up. He wants one with triple protect Dondozo on stream. Haman. Haman, okay, Haman. Literally, for the past 30 minutes, we've been waiting for the game to start. I forget his name too, the Japanese player. He's 6-1. Start the game. Start the game. No, there's a lot of thing that goes on in the background. Like when I was on set at the Nuzlocke Invitational, I was very impressed by how much goes on to get a show running. Like it is actually impressive the amount of work that goes on behind the scenes, right? So it takes time to get it set up. It is what it is. Who do I think will win? I think Wolf has the advantage, but I'm a Marcus Dion ride or die fan. His name is in... Okay. Oh, that's why I couldn't find him, because his name wasn't in English on the website. Okay, okay. No. As a player, it is very long too. Even for players, it is a very long wait. Qian Pao distribution in 2 days announced. No, I didn't try this year or the last year. I tried in 23 where I went to the World Championship. 24 and 25 I didn't play, and 26 I'm planning on trying again. Iron Mott 5-1. I'm winning Worlds in 26, baby. 2026 is my year. Pyro, watch the Nuzlocke Invitational. That's kind of a face reveal. Kind of. Yeah, yeah, Pokemon Champions will be a game changer. I'm very interested in what they're gonna do. I think Slimesicle is winning 25 and retiring 26, I believe. Okay, we can't Ho-Oh emoji when there's no Ho-Oh. Bro, me versus Wolf would have the most toxic comment section alive. it would just be like whoever wins, right? It'll just be non-stop. Oh, Smogon versus VGC, like one is trash, the other is better. Undoubtedly, it would be the most toxic comment section known to man if I was to ever play him in a game. I would lose. No way I would lose. No way. CTC versus Wolf would be funny. Okay, when's the game, man? Wait, how is the official Pokemon channel live chat gone crazy? I don't typically use the chat for that. No, I don't think Pokemon is at Worlds right now. Now, if it's an East Coast regional, I think I could probably show up too. Okay, there we go, there we go, there we go. Finally, we finally have it. Wolf into Marcus, Dion. Okay, it's Lunala Koraidon, and there's Caloric Shadow Miraidon. There's an Annihilate. It is Choice Scarf Annihilate. Final Gambit for the instant knockout. He has the Final Gambit instant knockout play. If he wants to go for that, he has it ready. Okay. The Choice Scarf Annihilate. Okay, Lunala, Covert Cloak. Koraidon, Life Orb, and not Clear Amulet. So it is affected by Incineroar's Rocky Helmet. There's Incineroar Safety Goggles, Focus Sash, Flutter Mane. Rocky Helmet, Amoonguss, and then there's also a Ursaluna. Okay, it is AV Miraidon. Okay. Wolfie got a little blush on. Is he? I don't think he's wearing blush. I think it's just like. Okay. All right, the big one. The big one. Okay, I don't know if you bring Annihilate in this matchup, but you just have this raw Choice Scarf bang, like just Final Gambit, knock something out idea. All right, okay, let's take a look. Wide Guard, Moongeist Beam, Trick Room, Moonblast, pretty standard, but there is no Power Herb Meteor Beam, which is interesting, okay? Protect, Flame Charge, Close Combat, Flare Blitz, pretty normal. Incineroar, pretty normal. Yeah, all of these are pretty standard, except the Lunala has Moonblast instead of Meteor Beam, but that's still pretty normal too. Overall, a relatively, like, nothing crazy on the team right now. That is Covert Cloak, right? All right. Okay, here, we have the Leech Seed Calyrex here. The Leech Seed Calyrex, but not leftovers, okay? It's Clear Amulet. Okay, you have Miraidon with AV. You have Rocky Helmet Incineroar. You have the Scarf Annihilate. Follow Me Ogerpon, and you do have the Quiver Dance Volcarona. Definitely a more exotic team, like the Volcarona, then you have the Choice Scarf Final Gambit Annihilate too. Like, it's so scary, because you have to respect that Annihilate. But you know, what if you just don't bring it? But you have to bring ghost types into the Annihilate to block the Final Gambit. It's tricky. It's tricky. Yeah, Leech Seed Calyrex is very interesting. It's become standard. It's become standard. Oh, I grew up on illegal NBA streams. I know all about it. Leech Seed is typically run with leftovers, typically. All right, chat. Get ready for the Wolf game. This is why you're here. You're here for the Wolf game. This is why you're tuning into stream. All right, whoever loses is eliminated from the tournament. Whoever loses here is eliminated. Whoever loses here is eliminated. All right. Do you think we're going to see that Annihilate lead? I feel like that Annihilate lead is very risky because if you lead it into 2 ghost type Pokemon, or like that, you know, 1 ghost type, 1 non-ghost type, but they can switch in a ghost type. It's very uncomfortable. I honestly couldn't tell you who has the advantage here. I honestly couldn't tell you. All right, here we go. Incineroar, Calyrex into Koraidon, Lunala. So we immediately have both legendary Pokemon from Wolf into Incineroar and Calyrex, okay? Koraidon's ability activates. Incineroar's Intimidate will activate because Koraidon does not have the clear amulet item. And ordinarily, Lunalas like to have Meteor Beam for Incineroar, but this Lunala does not have Meteor Beam. Lunala does not have Meteor Beam, so it doesn't have immediate damage on Lunala. So that makes things a little tricky. However, you know, you don't need immediate damage on Incineroar when you have Koraidon who can use a fighting type move into the Incineroar, right? So there's a lot of different complications here. Ooh, he's switching out Ursaluna to get rid of the Intimidate, and he's going to have Trick Room Lunala help him out here. All right. Now, what did Marcus do here? Did he fake out the Koraidon? We see a Terrestrialization, so that could have been Calyrex. Yeah, that is Calyrex trying to escape the Koraidon here. So it's going to Terra Fire. Okay. Now, what did Marcus do? Did he fake out or did he knock off? He knocked off! He knocked off the Lunala. Glacial Lance, here we go. He got it! He got it. He predicted fake out on the Koraidon. He switched it out, but Marcus was not scared of close combat. He just went knockoff raw into Lunala here. Now there's no Trick Room. He can go back to Koraidon. And it's not intimidated anymore. But he's taken so much damage, and we don't know the speed tiers of Calyrex and Ursaluna. We don't know who's faster. Right now. All right, here we go. Close combat into Incineroar. Okay, there was no Intimidate. That's a free knockout, but Calyrex will use Glacial Lance here. This is going to be important. Who's faster? Ursaluna or Calyrex? Who's faster? It's going to be important here. The Ursaluna is faster than Calyrex. Oh no. The Ursaluna is faster than Calyrex. Ursaluna down to 7 HP. It'll faint next turn. Now Marcus can go to his Miraidon, probably. But who's faster, the Miraidon or the Koraidon? He goes to Ogerpon, okay. The Miraidon is AV. Headlong Rush. The Ursaluna is basically dead. But... ooh. That's interesting. This is tricky. Amoonguss switching in. Okay. Spiky Shield, but what's Miraidon up to here? Wolf wins because now Ursaluna knocks out Miraidon. Wolf wins now. Imagine that turn 1 went really badly, but he was able to come back. Yeah, you just always go to Koraidon here, and it's just a 2v1, you win here. Yep, close combat, and you have... I don't think this is losable at all, right? Dragon fighting type? No, he definitely knew that his Ursaluna outsped Calyrex there. Yeah, he forfeits there. Yeah, he definitely knew that his Ursaluna was faster than Calyrex Ice, and Marcus didn't know that. I imagine that both of these players knew that they were fast, but Wolf knew he was faster. That's what I'm thinking happened there. I'm thinking that's what happened. He knew he was faster. No, the Ursaluna living Glacial Lance is pretty standard. That happens all the time, right? That's not a big deal. Yeah, this was the big one. When Calyrex knocked out everything, I thought it was over. I really thought it was over. But he just didn't know that Ursaluna would be faster than him. And that was wicked here. I almost wonder... No, I feel like you couldn't. Like, I feel like because the Ursaluna is about to faint, you know it's going for one last dance, right? You had to attack it with Ogerpon. I feel like you had to attack it with Ogerpon there, didn't you? He didn't have Protect on Ursaluna, on Miraidon. He couldn't have Protect stall it because he didn't have Miraidon. I mean, I think he was kind of cooked by that point anyway, right? I don't think even if he attacked with what's his name? Ogerpon, I don't think it would have mattered for that point. Okay, Incineroar, Calyrex again. And okay, we have the same leads again. We have the same leads again. Again, do you fake out the Koraidon or do you knock off the Lunala, right? What play are you making here? What play are you making here? This is game 2, right? So he's going for wide guard, close combat. So he's changing his plan. He's going for wide guard, close combat. Now, does he fake out Koraidon? That's the most important question here. He switches out. So close combat is coming in here. He goes to Annihilate on close combat. And he's loading up a Final Gambit or a Shadow Claw into Lunala. Leech Seed. And, okay, this is huge. Because he Leech Seed, he has broken the Shadow Shield on Lunala. He's threatening Shadow Claw, Oko on Lunala. He's threatening Final Gambit on Koraidon. And he's threatening U-turn on a switch out. The Annihilate is in triple threat position here. Triple threat Annihilate. The Calyrex can still do whatever it wants right now. We have triple threat Annihilate. The problem here with Annihilate, you're threatening 3 different things. You have to get the predictions right, though. Okay, Lunala going for Moongeist. What is he protecting? What is he doing? He's going for Wide Guard. Oh, timer running low too. Okay, he went for Wide Guard and Terra Fire. Do you think he Final Gambit into Annihilate? I mean, into Koraidon. If he Final Gambit into Koraidon, he removes a legendary Pokemon and he wastes the Terra too. If he Final Gambits into Annihilate, he Shadow Clawed Lunala. That crit did not matter. It's the okay. But here's the thing. You're locked into Shadow Claw now. That's a big problem. You're locked into Shadow Claw. You're gonna faint here. Yeah. So you've lost your Calyrex too, though. And you're locked into Shadow Claw. I imagine there's an Ursaluna in the back, and you're just locked into Shadow Claw. Amoonguss, yep. And Amoonguss can follow me. Rage Powder, rather. Yeah, I like Wolf's position here now. Because that Annihilate, it's in a bad spot because it's not doing anything, right? It's using a weak attack, and it's clogging up the lane for a different Pokemon too. Yeah, so he's keeping Miraidon in the back. He goes, intimidates the Koraidon. He has a Flare Blitz into Amoonguss as well. And Amoonguss can't Terra. But Amoonguss can Protect. It can Pollen Puff. It can Rage Powder. It's going for Protect. He's switching Lunala. Is he? Yeah, Koraidon has to switch almost. I kind of like the play. What if you Flare Blitz with Incineroar and switch to Miraidon? Is that a play you can make? Yeah, okay. Yep, he does switch that. Okay, he switched it. If he Flare Blitz into Ursaluna, predicting Protect on Amoonguss, he's in a good spot. I don't know if he did that or not, though. Not at -2. It wouldn't KO at -2. Yep, Koraidon back. Now, it's very important. The Incineroar. It has the Sun-boosted Flare Blitz. Who did it attack with? Did he Terra? He Terra'd Incineroar. Okay, I mean, I imagine he's not... Yeah, Terra Water's fine there. That's fine. Okay. Protect. Now, who did he attack? Who did he attack? Taunt into Amoonguss. Okay. Now, here's the thing. The Amoonguss can always Rage Powder to protect Ursaluna here. Yeah, you just Headlong. Yeah, Rage Powder always. Yep, you're always Rage Powdering. Yeah, you're always Rage Powdering. It's tough. It's tough right now. I think the Miraidon might have to Volt out of the Amoonguss and then go Annihilate, maybe? But that's tough, man. Incineroar switch. Oh, he's doing a pivot maneuver. He's gonna Volt on the Amoonguss to bring Incineroar back in the game. Yeah, he's gonna Volt on Amoonguss to like kind of rotate Incineroar into the slot there. Yep. There we go. He's rotating it back in. He'll have more fake out pressure too. Yeah, he's rotating the Incineroar from left to right to take on the Headlong Rush. Yeah, so you're going to get an Intimidate off, and he Terra'd, so he's not weak to Headlong Rush anymore. And he's going to get Rocky Helmet too. I don't know how much that matters, but he's going to get Rocky Helmet too. That did a lot of damage, but he pre-terrestrialized and set up the Intimidate cycle. But now, with Annihilate, I think you have to Final Gambit, right? I think he's going to double Protect here. Okay. I'm pretty sure he just fakes out the Ursaluna, right? Yeah, I'm pretty sure he just fakes out the Ursaluna here. Yep, okay. No, so here's a play he has, right? No, I don't know if he has it. Because your Draco knocks out Amoonguss here, right? Do you Draco the Amoonguss and then just knock off the, or Flare Blitz the Ursaluna? Earthquake wouldn't knock out Miraidon after an Intimidate. So Rage Earthquake wouldn't get the knockout you're looking for. Will it? Koraidon? Koraidon in. Okay. I think it's going to get Dracoed. That Koraidon's getting Dracoed, isn't it? Yep, it is getting Dracoed. Goodbye. Now you have a Flare Blitz into Ursaluna. Flare Blitz into Ursaluna, and you should win that. Here we go. Knockoff. But that's good damage. That's more than enough damage. Oh, he doesn't have Flare Blitz? Oh, it doesn't have Flare Blitz? My bad. Doesn't have Flare Blitz. Okay. Annihilate should clean up now. Right? No, but the full HP Amoonguss has Rocky Helmet. No, the Amoonguss wins. It's fake, knock, taunt, parting shot. The Amoonguss wins, right? No. The Annihilate is going to Final Gambit, remove the Amoonguss, and the Incineroar is going to knock out Ursaluna. The Final Gambit's going to clutch it here. The Final Gambit's going to clutch here. Yeah, Final Gambit clutches. Final Gambit clutches here. You Final Gambit Amoonguss, and then you knock off Ursaluna, right? Final Gambit surely knocks out Amoonguss, right? If you protect, then you can't Rage Powder. Incineroar knocks out Ursaluna. Yep, that's okay. Yeah, you have to Final Gambit, then knock off. Okay. Rage Powder, Final Gambit, does it knock out Amoonguss or not? Here we go. Shadow Claw. Oh, maybe he knows it doesn't knock out Amoonguss, right? Maybe he knows it doesn't knock out Amoonguss. It lived? He still loses though, yeah. Yeah, Rage Powder EQ wins, yeah? Okay. Yeah, Wolf just wins. Wolf wins now. Shadow Claw. It lives on one. That doesn't even matter. Yeah. Yeah, Wolf is going on to day 2. Yeah, Wolf is going on to round 2. Day 2. No, that was a real good game at the end there. I think the final, if the Final Gambit didn't 1-8 KO Amoonguss, it didn't win. Yeah, so that's just kind of cooked. Yeah, it didn't end up mattering. All right, that's it for day 1. Yeah, okay, Final Gambit doesn't kill Amoonguss, then yeah, that didn't matter. Yeah, that was pretty good. That was pretty good, yeah. All right, I think I'm done for day 1. I might be back for day 2. I don't know if I'm busy yet. Yeah, he wanted Regenerator to put Amoonguss out of Final Gambit range. Yeah. All right, guys. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed the channel, if you enjoyed the content, become a member. It helps me out a lot. And thank you for just being here, regardless. But thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Amoongus had 219 HP. Max HP is 217. So the Amoongus always lived. The Amoongus always lived. That's crazy. By 2 HP. The difference is 2 HP. That's crazy. But yeah, see you guys tomorrow.